Ooh, oh boy. Oh boy. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Welcome to Buckles Locker. Ooh, welcome to Buckles Locker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that are posted on this channel. Oh Lord. All right, the sea bands, man. How y'all doing this weekend? Hopefully everybody doing good. Everybody pull up a chair, man. Everybody pull up a chair, grab your drink, some water, a glass of wine, or a shot of liquor, whatever you're gonna drink on tonight. We're gonna have a conversation. We gotta have a conversation tonight. Let's get real tonight. Let's get real. Let's get real tonight. I was watching the game earlier today. I was busy today. I'm in the process of moving. So I was watching the game, but I was in the process of moving at the same time. So been busy today. So tell me what y'all thought about the game. Let me ask the Pirates and Sea Bandits. What y'all thought about the game today? Give me your thought process of the game in one word. In one word, describe the game that you saw today. One word to describe the game tonight, today. At home too. It's a home game too. Let me give me some shout outs. Zach in the building. Rip. Cover 2, Spy. What's up, man? QB Spy. A-Rod, Young Deezy, Daniel Berry, Sports, Matt Diaflorente. Sal, what's up, man? Hosea Cooper. Demetrius Jones. Where the hell you been at? Demet, where you been at? Demetrius, man. Come on, man. Fire the cans. Go Buck. Sherm City. Where you been at, Sherm? Romeo Bradley, 56. I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been at? Austin Packham. You wish. One of my shooters. Brent. Big Buck. What's up, man? Hey, Buck. We might have the we're gonna have a conversation, Big Buck. We got to talk, Big Buck. JR Dot. Vet Love, man. Brandon Evans. I don't know where the hell you been at, Brandon. Lone Night. I ain't seen you in a long time, dog. Flash Gordon. Yeah, Vinny Diaz. What's up, man? Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Felix. What the business is. All right, so man, it's I gotta be honest with you guys tonight. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, but it's gonna be respectful, you know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about the good things I saw today. But the Bucks lose a terrible home game today to the Denver Broncos with a rookie quarterback. Clay Geiger, what's up? Trill G Boy 2. And make sure y'all share this video. Copy the video. Share this video to the Facebook groups. Share this live stream on Twitter or X, formerly known as Twitter. Share this to the Facebook groups too, because I want some of them Facebook guys and gals to come in here tonight too, because we gotta have a real conversation, man. And some of the things I saw today, I kind of talked about it, and it's becoming more and more evident. You know what I'm saying? But I want to start out saying, look, the NFL is not an easy thing. But the problem is, though, in the NFL, when you get caught sleepwalking, it can bite you in the butt. And in today's game, the Bucks got caught sleepwalking at the end of the day. So make sure you share this YouTube video. If you're on YouTube right now, just share the link, share the YouTube video, and let's get some people here tonight because we gotta have a conversation. We gotta keep it 100 too now. We gotta keep it. We gotta keep it 1,000 too. But rough game today, man. I was watching the game as I was packing and moving and stuff like that. And I was just shaking my head. I was like, I had to stop a little bit a couple times to kind of see what was the Bucks trying to do. And from the jump, I was after the first quarter, nothing seemed right with the Bucks today. It looked like the Bucks just came off the biggest game of their career in Todd Bowles' tenure as a head coach. They literally circled the Lions game. Oh, by the way, the Lions won today on the road. The Bucks had that game circled for a whole year. They put all their energy and effort. Todd Bowles put all his time into the Lions game and forgot about the Broncos. Now, and before we dive into to the details of the game, I'm gonna give a shout out to Zion McCullough. Shout out to Zion McCullough, man. He's the number one cornerback right now. Jamel Dean, it is what it is. But shout out to Zion McCullough. To me, and some of Chris Godwin had a couple good catches too. But to me, Zion McCullough was the best player for the Bucks today. Zion McCullough was the best player on the field for the Bucks on both sides of the ball. Not even close. He was the best defensive player on the field. He was the best player, period, on the field for the Bucks. So I got to give my flowers to Zion McCullough. I give him a hard time too, but I give credit where it's due. So I want to give a special shout out in the locker room. If Zion see this, it's all love, buddy. Keep doing what you do, man. You're gonna make the Pro Bowl. You're gonna get paid. I promise you. Keep balling out, bro. I play corner, I play receiver, but Zion McCullough stood out to me today. Also, number 2, Bucky Irvin was the second best player on the Bucks today, both sides of the ball. So shout out to Bucky Irvin. He's the RB number 1. I don't even know what's the hold up. What are they waiting on? I don't know. Liam Cohen, I don't know what he's waiting. I don't know what Todd Bowles waiting to make the decision now. Do not wait until week 8 and give Rachaad White too many chances. Good teams don't do this. They when they recognize talent, they recognize when the player is better than the starter. You play the better player, right? But Bucky Irvin was the only bright spot on offense. Outside of Chris Godwin, a couple catches here and there, they trying to spam Chris Godwin for whatever reason, trying to spam Chris Godwin. That's not going to work. That's because he's not a game changer. He's not that type of receiver that you can spam like that. He's not a Cooper Kupp. And Chris Godwin's a really good player, but you can't spam Chris Godwin in today's NFL. It's not going to work. Not as explosive as it used to be. Still a good receiver, but you can't spam Chris Godwin, Liam Cohen. You can't do that. It's not going to work. But Bucky Irvin was the best player on offense today. Better than Tristan Wirfs. Better than Cade Otton. Better than Baker Mayfield. Not even close. Way better than Rachaad White. Way better than Mike Evans today. Bucky Irvin was literally the engine of the offense. And he did his thing. So Zion McCullough and Bucky Irvin, 2 young guys on rookie contracts. Bucky Irvin's a rookie. Zion McCullough, 3rd year. And we got some guys, if they get the right push, like Zion McCullough got the push that he needed, and Bucky Irvin is already good. Bucky Irvin is already RB1. And if you didn't believe that after today's game, or if you didn't believe that before today's game, after today's game, I bet not see Rachaad White getting a lot of carries anymore. Because remember what I told y'all last week? If Rachaad White is not catching the ball, what good is he? He'll give you a run. He had one good run. He'll give you one here and there, but he's not an RB1. He's not an RB1, man. I want more Bucky. Even the crowd at Raymond James Stadium, even though at Raymond James Stadium, I was watching the game, it was dead as a doorknob out there. It was dead. It was dead out there. Did y'all see anybody was at the game today? Or you when you was watching the game, did you even hear the fans like trying to drown out the Broncos offense? Did you hear anything out there? It looked dead. It looked very quiet out there. It was like one of those games that was back in the day at the big sombrero, 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, hot as hell. And it's like people didn't want to be out there. That game looked dead. Make sure you share this YouTube video and also the StreamYard. Make sure you share it too. Make sure you share the StreamYard and make sure you share the YouTube because I want some of them Facebook fans to come in here too, or Facebook Bucks fans because I'll be seeing some reckless conversations, man. They got to calm down, man. But it's crazy watching the game on TV and just picturing like, did anybody care today? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't even go there. I ain't finna go that route. But let me get back. Let me get back to Bucket Irvin and Zion McCullough. I'm telling y'all, man. Zion McCullough, whatever happened to him this all season, it worked. He's CB number one. CB number one. Bucket Irvin is RB number one. The Bucks need to make that change. Let me read some of these stats off. Because stats can tell you some of the game how it went. It don't tell you the whole game, but it can kind of give you an idea of what happened during the game. So before I dive into my details of what happened during the game. So total yards for the second week in a row, the Bucks got outplayed offensively. Broncos 352 total yards. The Bucks 223. Second week in a row, just bad offense. We'll get to Liam Cohen in a second. Passing yards, Broncos had 216. The Bucks had 132. Rushing yards, Broncos had 36. The Bucks had 91. Not good enough. Broncos averaged 5.5 yards a play. The Bucks averaged 4 yards a play. Broncos had 18 first downs. The Bucks had 17 first downs. The Broncos went 4 for 13 on third down. The Bucks went 3 for 11. Once again, second week in a row, not good on third downs. Broncos 2 for 3 on fourth down. The Bucks 0 for 2 on fourth downs. The Broncos had 64 plays, total plays ran, and the Bucks ran 56 plays. So the second week in a row, they got outplayed offensively. More plays. Defense was on the field way too much. The Broncos allowed no sacks. We'll get into that in a second. We'll get to the Broncos O-line in a second. The Bucks O-line allowed 7 sacks. 7. Second week in a row. 5 more sacks. That's pretty bad. We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to the trenches. The Broncos punted twice. The Bucks punted 4 times. The Broncos had 5 penalties for 51 yards. The Bucks had 5 penalties for 19 yards. So the Bucks are doing a good job not getting penalized, which is pretty good. 1 fumble loss on both sides of the ball. Interceptions thrown. Baker threw an interception early in the game. Time of possession for the second week in a row. They lost that too. The Broncos had the ball 32 minutes and 8 seconds in the hot sun. And the Bucks had the ball for 27 minutes and 52 seconds. So it's kind of interesting. Let's look at let's have a conversation about the total stats here. The total stats don't tell you the whole entire game, but it gives you a really, really, really good outlook of what we're seeing for 2 weeks in a row with the Bucks offense. They're struggling, and nobody's really going to talk about it because of the victory over the Broncos. But for second week in a row, Liam Cohen struggled. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look comfortable playing against. And I said this before about Liam Cohen. Didn't wow me at Kentucky. It's a little like college oriented, little, dinking and dunking, screen passes and stuff, little gadget stuff that he did at Kentucky. And they're doing it with Bucket Irvin, which is fine, but that's not sustainable. That's not a sustainable offense that I'm seeing right now for 2 weeks in a row, because you will get beat by better teams or teams that got a veteran coach or a veteran DC that used to be a head coach. That's not a sustainable offense. These last 2 weeks, all the gadgety run plays and jet sweep and stuff like that with Buck Irvin, that's cool. It'll work here and there, but it won't result into victories. And I told y'all to hold y'all horses on Liam Cohen, but see, people like to jump up and down too early. You got to get this man a chance. You got to give Liam Cohen a chance to kind of like figure this out, because right now he's looking like a rookie OC. I mean, he is a rookie OC. He's an NFL rookie OC. And this is the second week in a row. It was Aaron Glenn as a DC. It was Aaron Glenn last week with the DC for the Lions, and this week it was Vance Joseph. And he can't handle those guys. He can't handle defensive coordinators like that. And there's a few more on the schedule that's going to be that similar type of defense or better. So I'm a little worried. I'm not going to hit the panic button right now. I'm not going to hit the panic button. But there is some major concern. I'm not panicking, but what's up, Ryan? Levon Carson, Lucas Pettis, what's up, man? There is some concern here, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But I just don't like what I'm seeing from Liam Cohen. It's still early, but I just don't like what the offense looked like. And winning can cure all struggles, but even though you win, you still want to see improvement. And what we saw last week offensively carried over to this week. So they're flat. Remember, you're not going to play the Washington Commanders defense every week. You're not going to get that type of defense no time soon. For the next several weeks, you're not even going to get a team worse than the Commanders defense. You're going to get teams that got way better defenses. So I am concerned about how the Bucs offensively is going to get out of this weird funk. And a lot of people overlook how the offense performed last week because we got the dub. So people didn't really care. It was like, oh, we got the dub. We beat the Lions, and I get it. And I told y'all, I told you Powers and C-Bandits, I said, look, enjoy the victory, but don't get too caught up in the media talk and don't get too caught up in, oh, we really like that on top of the mountain like King Kong. I told you to calm down. A lot of y'all got a lot of egg on your face today because you was on the top of that mountain screaming. And I warned y'all, enjoy the victory. It's just as much as you can celebrate victories, as far as when the team lose, be able to handle a loss. Because it's about to get real tonight, and you got to be able to handle the real conversation. If you can't handle real conversations on when the team don't perform to their standard, because this is what we saw today was not what we expected. I didn't even do a preview video. I didn't even do a live stream because in my mind, I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, the Broncos, they got a rookie quarterback. Todd Bowles defense should be able to eat that up. Todd Bowles defense should be able to eat rookie quarterbacks up. But we forgot about Mitchell Trubisky. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a big fan of Bo Nix. I still don't believe in Bo Nix. As from a football perspective, I don't think he's going to be a really good quarterback. But for whatever reason, and here's the caveat behind the Broncos offense: Sean Payton. Sean Payton is a better coach than Todd Bowles. That's not an argument. That's not even a conversation that we can have back and forth. We all understand, even as Bucs fans, as football fans, we do understand that Sean Payton is leaps and bounds better than Todd Bowles. It's not even close. And today's game literally showed the game plan that he had. He trusted a rookie quarterback going against a complex defense in Todd Bowles that he thrown at. But Sean Payton is so offensively driven and so smart. He made Todd Bowles' defense look pathetic. Think about this for a second. The Bucs defense, Todd Bowles, very complex, multi-man front, 3-4, you know what I'm saying? A lot of blitzing and all that. And Sean Payton made him look rudimentary. Made him look Rudy Poop. # Rudy Poop. Look like Rudy Poop defense. Sean Payton walked the dog on Todd Bowles. Not prepared at all. It was quite embarrassing to watch too. It was rough. It was rough to watch. It was so rough. You know, it's so crazy. After the first quarter, when you go back and look at the game, if you got NFL All 22, when I'm going back and look at the game, the condensed version of it, matter of fact, even the All 22 version of it, after the first quarter, it almost like the Bucs didn't even want to play. Like they didn't have a shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how did Sean Payton come up with a game? This is what I was telling you about coaching, about Todd Bowles' ceiling. No offense, I think Todd Bowles is okay at best, but I don't think he's a Super Bowl head coach. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is one of those games where you can kind of see like we have a ceiling with Todd Bowles. There's a ceiling there, and we'll get into the players in a second. But I want to start with coaching because the reason why the Bucs lost this game, the number one reason why the Bucs lost this game. Let me ask y'all this question. Do y'all know the number one reason why the Bucs lost this game? Do y'all know the number one reason why the Bucs lost this game? Adam Shaver with the $5 super chat. Schedule has a losing streak in the making next few weeks. I don't know if you typed that correctly. I think it was like in the next few weeks. In the next few weeks. But I get what you're saying, Adam Shaver. Shout out to Adam Shaver with the super chat. $5 super chat. Super chat is open, folks. If you want the locker room open, super chat time. If you want the locker room open, the only way it's gonna open up tonight is super chat. All right, if it don't open up, if it don't hit a threshold, I'm not opening it up. So right now we at $5. Y'all got about 50 minutes left. No, I'm sorry. You got about 48 minutes left to get this locker room open. All right, so let's get back to the conversation. The number one reason why the Bucs lost this game, coaching. Coaching. I'm not even going to look. I'm going to get into the players in a second, but I got to talk about coaching. How do you show up off a big win on the road against a really good team in the Broncos, in the Lions, and you come home and you lay an egg against a team that people are not expected to win over more than 7 games? So I'm just trying to figure out why was the team ill prepared? Ill prepared. Tick 757. Isaiah J, what's up? Daquan Julius. I never seen you in Daquan Julius. That was a poorly coached, poorly game plan output for Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is responsible as the head coach of the team performance. You cannot show up at home and give up a performance like that. Felix, what's up, man? This is why Todd Bowles as a head coach has a ceiling. It's not a high ceiling with Todd Bowles, folks. And much as y'all don't want to accept that, but it's the truth. Got a low ceiling with Todd Bowles, man. And the Todd Bowles Baker Mayfield combination it's not going to get us what we're really trying to get as fans. Let's be real. We're going to win some games, so don't get me wrong. We're going to win some games, but it won't be no 2020 type stuff. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to the Super Bowl with Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield at leading the charge, man. Let's be real. Okay? But I'm so disappointed in Todd Bowles. Hashtag why? Big Buck $2 super chat. Unprepared. Hashtag Rudy Poo game plan. Both sides of the ball. Liam Cohen. We're gonna take this down. Liam Cohen. Just not good, man. Not good enough. That gimmicky stuff that he be doing, it ain't gonna work, man. That's not sustainable. You'll get a couple plays here and there, but it's not sustainable. Oh, the super chat starting to roll in. Come on, folks. We got some time to get that locker room open. Zach Jarvis, $5 super chat. Getting 500 coins. You want to say $5? You know what I'm saying? Games like this is why the Bucs are never taken seriously, and Cody Mulch needed to get better or get benched. Yeah. We'll get to the players. Zach, I promise you, we're gonna get to Cody Mulch. I saw a lot of. We'll get to that in a second, Zach. Trust me, we're gonna get to Cody Mulch. We'll get to that. We will get to Cody Mulch and Graham Barton and Ben Bretzen and Tristan Wirfs and Justin Skoll. We're gonna get to them. We're gonna get to that. Don't worry. We're gonna have a good conversation about the trenches. Woo! On both sides of the ball. But Liam Cohen, it's Kentucky. It's like I told y'all this before the season, and like I said, I'm not panicking, but I can see it. I can see the offense coming to the Buck, and I'm like, he got the McVay stuff going, but it's a lot of college gimmicky, misdirection, eye candy stuff, but that ain't sustainable. It's not sustainable, folks. That gimmicky stuff that he doing, that spamming, and it's not. You know, it's so crazy that what Liam Cohen's doing. It's not like he calling something crazy. He's not. Adam Schaefer with another $5 super chat. It was not an overlook. D-line, no pressure for weeks. DBs made plays the first couple weeks. That's true. I agree. But very disappointing, Liam Cohen. And the reason why I didn't really say too much last week because the Bucs won the game on the road. It was a tough environment, so I get it. But I can't let him go 2 weeks in a row and not really get on him. I can't let Liam Cohen skate through like that. As a Bucs fan, and hopefully as you as a fan, you can't allow Liam Cohen not to get some constructive criticism. When you go back and watch the tape, look at the Bucs offense. Look at the play calls. Look at the run. Look at the runs. They try to run a stretch. They try to run zone. They try to run gap, power. It just didn't work. It's not. And I'm gonna say this. Y'all think the Bucs offense, if they don't get this together, it's only going to get worse. Because remember, they're not playing the Washington Commanders defense again for the next 6-7 weeks. They're not going to play that type of defense for the next 6-7 weeks. Back to back to back to back for the next 6 weeks. We're going to play defenses that's a whole lot better than the Commanders defense. I told y'all, do not bite the cookie. Let things play itself out. And as a Bucs fan that paid their money to go out there to Ray J and watching the game, you ought to be kind of disgusted today with the output. 3 hours out your time, you sat there and watched that. Some of the play calls I seen from Liam Cohen, I was like, dude, that's too Dave Canales. That's too Dave Canales. You know, that's got that Canales feel to it. Where's the dynamic play calling? Where's the scheming guys open? I didn't see him scheming anything open, really. It's throw right there, Baker. Throw the quick screen route. Throw the quick slant. Throw the quick hitch. Throw the screen. Throw the jet sweep. Throw the bubble screen. Do the jet sweep with Bucky Irvin. I just called out the Bucs offense today. Do the power with Rachaad White. Do a stretch with Rachaad White. Let's run Bucky Irvin straight ahead in the middle. Bucky Irvin with a in motion fake jet sweep counter tray to break a big run. I literally just called the Bucs offense today. In those plays I just called out, that was the Bucs offense today. It was very lethargic. Drop back Baker Mayfield, and then Baker Mayfield got the jittery. I don't know what to do. Baker Mayfield did not play well today at all. He didn't play well last week either. What was nasty, Isaiah J? With the H. Isaiah with the H. What was nasty? Adam Schaefer's. Coaches can't evaluate talent. How do you put those two guys on the right side of the O-line? I don't know. I don't know. We'll get to that in a second. I want to stay on with the coaching, head coach and the OC. Because remember that head coach is the DC as well. You know, it was just watching that game. That was one of the worst games I've seen the Bucs play in the last couple of years. I ain't even gonna lie. That game was ugly, folks. I mean, straight Rudy poop. Hashtag Rudy poop. I don't understand it. It didn't make any sense to me. None of it made sense. The defense did play better in the second half, but when you don't have both sides of the ball on the same page, it's just not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back weeks, the offense has not played well. Liam Cohen, Baker Mayfield, they're not getting the ball to Mike Evans. They spamming Chris Godwin because it's a contract year. And for whatever reason, Jalen McMillan didn't even get a target today. Trey Palmer didn't get no deep balls. And what did I tell y'all how teams are going to play the Bucs? What did I tell y'all how defenses are going to play the Bucs? They're going to take Mike Evans away and say, okay, Baker, beat us with Jalen McMillan, my guy, Trey Palmer, and spam Chris Godwin and some Rudy Poo K-Dot. And Rudy Poo Rashad White and hot potato Bucky Irvin. Get, you know, Barry Sanders kind of ish Bucky Irvin. That ain't gonna work. That's not sustainable, folks. Go ahead, Baker, figure it out. You could tell he worked a lot with Mike Evans, but you can't spam Mike Evans all day long. Teams are not going to let you do that. Teams are not going to let the Bucs just Mike Evans. That ain't gonna happen. And they okay with Chris Godwin getting catches because he ain't explosive like that. He's not a game-changing receiver. He's a first down, third down guy, steady Eddie. But for 2 weeks in a row, Liam Cohen has not called a good offense. And Baker Mayfield, for 2 weeks in a row, has not played well. Now, there's other variables that's hurting Baker Mayfield from playing well. There's a couple reasons why Baker Mayfield has not played well these last couple games. And we're going to transition right to that. But before we transition to that, let's look at the player stats. Right? The player stats for the Bucs. Baker Mayfield, 25 for 33, 163 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That ain't it, fam. 25 completions and not even 200 yards. So, the Baker Mayfield cycle. The Baker Mayfield experience, the cycle that we get with Baker Mayfield, it's win a big game, expectations raised, and then we go right into 360. Y'all, do y'all understand the Baker Mayfield cycle, how this works? Do y'all understand how the Baker Mayfield cycle works? When expectations are raised, that's not how Baker plays, man. That's not how he plays, man. He don't play with expectations like you really like that. He plays with the underdog, scrappy, rah mentality. That's the best version of Baker Mayfield. When he's the underdog, you're not expecting him to win, and do this and do that. It's always when they doubting him and they saying he ain't gonna do this and he's not gonna perform, or we're gonna pick the Eagles to beat the Bucs and all this. That's when Baker Mayfield performs his best. But when expectations are rise, it's like, fam, why every time when people expect you to play like that at the highest level or consistently, we get games like this? 25 for 33, 163 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I'm I was watching the game. I'm like, this ain't the Baker Mayfield I saw week 1. Because I didn't see week 1 Baker Mayfield last week either. Outside of that first quarter last week, Baker Mayfield, let's be real, the last 6 quarters has not played good. Outside of the first quarter against the Lions, he has not played well overall. Throwing the ball through the air, he has not been good. Baker Mayfield, he's not terrible. He's a middle of the road, middle of the pack quarterback at best. He will never be an elite. He will never be a tier 2 or tier 1 quarterback. The highest you'll get from Baker Mayfield in a season is a mid-tier quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. Derek Carr, they all the same. I'm gonna keep telling y'all this. You keep thinking Baker Mayfield is way up there. It's not him. That's not Baker Mayfield, folks. He works better as an underdog. Scrappy, Gardner Minshew type, Ryan Fitzpatrick type. And the crazy thing about it is he's not highly productive. Even with all the scrappy and the rah, and I play with a chip on my shoulder, he's not highly productive. He's never been. Baker Mayfield works best with a running game and a good O-line, something that the Bucs don't have. If you watch Baker Mayfield play today, didn't you scratch your head on some of them plays? He was holding the ball. He think he Lamar Jackson in the pocket. He want to break tackles. He want to try to deuce people out. And dude, you ain't that type of athlete, Baker Mayfield. You're 6 foot. You got some weight on you. You run tough, but you ain't no elusive dude like that. I don't mind him running around and stuff, but stay on script. Baker Mayfield trying to make these plays that's not there. He wants to. Oh, I'm a scrambler now. You a gutsy guy that can get some good scrambles in. As the season goes, those sacks are going to take a toll on Baker Mayfield. He got away from some sacks against the Commanders, even in the Lions game. But as the season progressed, he's not going to get away from them sacks. Teams going to have more film on his teams. They already have film on his tendencies. And then you throw Liam Cohen, first-year OC. Once again, we are back to where we were last year with a first-year OC with the offense. It's the same. It's the mirror. It's mirrored. Struggling running the ball in situations. Can't run the ball to take the pressure off Baker Mayfield. Where was all the motion at today? I'm talking about today. I'm talking about what happened in the game. We are on that. That was not a good game offensively and defensively. Let me get to the player stats. Baker Mayfield didn't have a good game for 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. But the media, they propped him up after week 1. Week 2, they kind of skipped around a few things. Like they didn't want to say that he didn't play well, but they was like, oh, well, Baker Mayfield had to scramble, 11-yard touchdown. And then so let's see if they say anything about Baker this week about the bad game he played today. So Bucky Irvin, 9 carries, 70 yards, 7.8 yards a carry. Why is he not getting 15? I said this. Bucky Irvin needs 15 carries. Why can't we get? The Bucs threw the ball 33 times. They ran the ball 16 times. Come on, man. Remember I told y'all the Bucs were 50 to 49 run pass? Today they wasn't even close to 50-50. Rachaad White, 6 carries, 17 yards, 2.8 yards a carry. He had one run, I think it was like 8-9 yards. So outside of that one run, it was 5 carries for 8 yards. What are we doing with Rachaad White? I'm just saying. What are we doing with Rachaad White? Why? Chris Godwin, 6 catches, 53 yards, 8 yards a catch, 8.8 yards a catch, 1 touchdown. That ain't it. That you can't spam Chris Godwin like that. This not that teams ain't gonna be scared of that. Teams ain't gonna be scared of that. Teams are not going to be scared of Baker Mayfield spamming Chris Godwin. Cade Otton, 7 catches for 47 yards, 6.7 yards a catch. Cade Otton is not it, man. And I'm going to say this 100 times. He does nothing explosive. No team is going to be scared of an offense that is spam of Chris Godwin and spamming Cade Otton. Neither one of them are highly explosive players. Chris Godwin is a really good possession receiver that can make the catches. But he don't move like Cooper Kupp. You can say he playing the Cooper Kupp role, but he don't move like Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is jittery and quicker and harder to guard. Cade Otton is blah. He does nothing about his game screams he's a threat. Rashad White had 5 catches, 18 yards. What are we doing there? Mike Evans, 2 catches for 17 yards. What are we doing? Are we going to keep spamming Chris Godwin, or are we going to get the ball to Mike Evans? Oh, so now we are at the remember last year it was throw the ball to Mike Evans all day long, and then Chris Godwin's wife got upset. So now the roles have been reversed. Mike Evans got paid. Now it's let's spam Chris Godwin and leave Mike Evans alone until like the back end of the season, and we're gonna force feed him the ball to get him 1,000 yards. You see how this works? That's not how you call offense. You can clearly see, let's get the ball to Chris Godwin. It's hurting Mike Evans. It's hurting Mike Evans. It's his. He needs to be a part of the game plan, because you can tell when he don't get the ball, he get disinterested. You putting Mike Evans aside to get Chris Godwin paid. Come on, Baker Mayfield. Mike Evans is out there, a top receiver, and you only get 2 catches? What are we doing here? Are we going to keep spamming Chris Godwin to minimize Mike Evans' impact? And Cade Otton, I'm seeing enough. Put Devin Cope in. Come on. Payne Durham, 1 catch, 8 yards. Bucky Irvin, 3 catches, 14 yards. Jalen McMillan, 1 catch for 60 yards. He's too explosive to get 1 catch. What are we doing? This is not good offense, folks, for the last 6 quarters. Defensively, Jamel Dean had 13 tackles up for a reason. When you got over 10 tackles as a DB, that ain't good. Defensively, they played well in the second half, but offense didn't help them. Levante David with the great forced fumble on Javonte Williams got the Bucs in position to take advantage of, which they did. They got 7 points out of it. The defense did what they could, but the defense can only do so much. Pass rush, man, it's a problem. As a matter of fact, let me combine both of these areas together. Offensive line and pass rush. That ain't it. Adam Schaefer, spot on super chat. We pay these receivers big money and scared to throw them when they face good DBs. I never understood why teams do that. I never understood why teams shy away from good corners. You got to challenge those guys, man. Look, I talked about Patrick. I talked about Patrick Surtain Jr. I talked about him at plenty, one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL. But Mike Evans is one of the top receivers. You can't just give Patrick Surtain that much credit, right? That much respect. You got to challenge that man. Let Mike Evans do his thing. I'm just saying. I get it. Patrick Surtain is a top flight corner, but good Lord, Mike Evans is a top flight receiver. Come on, Baker Mayfield. You can't give Patrick Surtain that much respect with all the rigmarole. You're paying two receivers over $20 million, and you act like you can't get the ball to Mike Evans. I'm just saying. Look, and I know some people are like, well, we had some guys injured and all that. Yeah, but here's the counterpunch to that. Well, the Bucks had injuries. When Winfield out and Luka Decky out and Kalijah Clancy out, that's three starters. And I understand that. I totally understand that. I am with you on that. But guess what? The Rams beat the 49ers and half their starters are injured. So don't give me the injury crap. Because you don't want to know why? It's called depth. It's called depth. It's called depth. The Rams beat the 49ers and they got three O linemen on IR. A safety on IR. Their best two receivers, IR. And they beat the 49ers. You want to know why they beat the 49ers? Roster. Sean McVay. Matthew Stafford. 10 times better than Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield. And also, they got some trenches. Especially on the D-line. Way better than the Bucks D-line. And also the Rams got depth. So we can't keep using excuses for us, but the other teams, no excuses for them. I'm just saying. The Rams got like 8 guys, starters out, and they won the game against a team that is better than them. It's coaching. Sean McVay is a really good coach. You think Todd Bowles can do that? You think Todd Bowles can't do that with 3 starters out? Sean McVay got several guys out, and they still went toe-to-toe with the 49ers roster. Now we're talking about roster. So when I look at the Bucks roster, it's missing some pieces. You saw it this game. Todd Bowles coaching can't handle injuries. The roster is not good enough to be the Rams roster or the 49ers roster. Not good enough a coach to overcome that. Coaching matters. We got 3 guys out against a team with a rookie head coach, and that's what they do. What is going on here with Todd Bowles? Then I'm sitting there, I'm watching the Rams and 49ers game. I'm like, the Rams D-line is notoriously good, and they're young and they're relentless. Brayton Fisk and Jared Verse and Kobe Turner and Brian Young, they're getting after it. I'm just saying. Why? In my Joe Budden's voice, why? I'm just saying. This is not a good sign, folks. We need depth. And I told y'all before the season started, the Bucks' depth is very interesting. We can't afford injuries because we're not that type of team that can be missing the all-pro safety. Okay? A young D lineman. We don't have that type of team, folks. We don't have that type of roster. Oh, the Bucks got a top 10 roster. Where? Because if we had a top 10 roster, we don't lose this game. Remember, a roster is 53 guys, not just Tristan Wirfs, Winfield Jr., Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Baker Mayfield. Having a top 10 roster, that means you have depth, something that the Bucks don't have, and you saw it this game. It's not good enough to, we're not good enough to overcome injuries. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. As I transition into the trenches is not good enough on both sides of the ball. After 3 weeks of football, I honestly gotta say, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The Bucks, outside of Tristan Wirfs, I don't know, and Graham Barton does get an excuse for right now. He's a rookie. But remember, it was what Graham Barton is going to be this, and he's really, so the expectation was already high for him. He'll be okay. But if I had to grade it right now, the Bucks O-line as a whole is bottom 7. Bottom 7. Bottom 7 O-line right now. And on the flip side, on the D-line, bottom 7. No pressure when it comes to pass rush. No pressure at all. Bo Nix had so much time back there. I'm like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. Like, what's going on here? And don't give me this. Look, Vita Vea, if Vita played, but he's not a pass rusher, so you can't tell me like the pass rush should be a lot better because I've seen Vita on the field and the pass rush still not there. So as a whole, these last couple of weeks, the Bucks trenches on both sides of the ball is not good. And I'm not upset because I talked about this before the season started. Twins stood rip 88. I'm just saying, both sides of the ball is not bottom 7. You can put them where you want to put them. You can put them at 25. You can put them at 26, 27, 28. But it's not good enough. And that's going to hurt the defense, and that's going to hurt the Bucks offense. Run and pass. You saw it today. It's not good enough. When y'all was watching that pass rush today, and I watched a lot of football today across the NFL, and I was watching these other D-lines, and they had, 8-man rotations, 7-man rotations. I'm looking at the Bucks rotation like, what is going on here? Justin Simmons interception. Oh, well, we don't need Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons is old. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Interception, Justin Simmons. The dude's a monster. Him and Winfield Jr. back there would have been ridiculous. But we don't need Justin Simmons, though. We don't need a Matthew Judon. We don't need a Hassan Reddick. We don't need none of that. We're going to play with the guys we got. How's that working out? For the long term, that ain't going to be great, folks. Look, the Bucs going to be fine to a certain point. The Bucs will be fine to a certain point. I got to win in the division, right? I get it. But I have this just me expressing concern from what I see with the roster, the depth, certain areas. In particular, if the Bucs don't get better in the trenches, it's going to be a rough stretch, folks. This stretch about to get real. The Eagles came here to New Orleans and beat the Saints. High-powered, quote-unquote, offense that the Saints displayed the first 2 weeks. The Eagles' defense shut that down. So you know the Eagles going to be riding high right now. So when they come to Tampa, they're going to be on one. They had no A.J. Brown, so of course they had to win it with the running game. Saquon Barkley looking really good. The Eagles O-line, But I'm watching these games. I'm like, the Bucs trenches in the O-line and the D-line, man. Hopefully Elijah Clancy comes back and he shows up. And Vita comes back next week. But see, these guys got injuries on their lower half. And as a pass rusher, as a D lineman, when you have injuries on your leg, that's going to hinder Elijah Clancy throughout the season. Vita Vea is going to be bothered the entire season with that leg injury. The MCL injury and Elijah Clancy with the calf. That's going to bother him the entire season. And it's about to get rough. Because we're going to be playing better O-lines and better D-lines. This was a bad loss. Remember the type of game I told y'all the Bucs cannot lose? What do y'all remember what I said about that? Do y'all remember what I said that the Bucs cannot have a certain type of game? They cannot have and I gave it 3 letters. What type of game I told you that the Bucs cannot have? In order for the Bucs to win 10 games, what type of game I told y'all the Bucs cannot have? Do y'all remember what I said? Remember I told y'all the Bucs can't have these type of game, cannot have the certain type of game in order for them to get 10 wins? And I said the Bucs cannot have a WTF game. And guess what happens? In week 3 against a rookie quarterback, the Bucs had a WTF game. Already, we haven't even got to the hard part of the schedule. The Bucs already had a WTF game. I didn't even count this as a loss. The Bucs just had a WTF game today. 13-4. Okay. I'm just saying. When people said that, I just shook my head. Where the hell did they get 13 wins from? I don't know what they're thinking about. I don't think it's a football thought process. I think it's all about emotions and throwing stuff at the wall. Because ain't no way this is a 13-win roster. With Todd Bowles as the head coach, 13 wins with Todd Bowles? Come on, man. You're not thinking about football. You're thinking about your feelings. That is not even a football prediction with Todd Bowles as a head coach, 13 wins? Come on, man. You'd be lucky to get 9 with Todd Bowles as head coach. Today is a prime example of why I kept it real You gotta keep it real. You can't be with this pandemonium stuff, man. You gotta be real with your predictions. Losing games like this, and you talking about 13-4, get real with yourself. And I gotta keep it 100 with you. Get real. You're not being real. You're just being Delulu. I'm just saying, man. It's very disappointing to see your team that you support. You buy apparel, you go to game, and they put up a goose egg against a team that won't even make the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. Look, Todd Bowles is 19-18 as a head coach, but you picked 13 wins. You picked 12 wins. How the hell did you pick 12 wins? He's 19-18 as a head coach. Wait, they're going to win 13 games. They're going to win 13-4. They're going 12-5. Well, when in Todd Bowles' head coaching career has he shown you he's going to win more than 10 games? When has he shown you that? The Bucs ain't winning 13 games just because of Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield and Chris Godwin. You serious? And I gotta comment some of them Bucs fans, because this is a game to open up your eyes as a fan to understand that Todd Bowles is mediocre at best as a head coach. Some of these games that the Bucs lose is going to be strictly because of him. Strictly because of Todd Bowles. Even when Todd Bowles was blitzing today, the Broncos O-line handled that. Adam Shavers, another $5 super chat. Bowles blitzed and couldn't get hit home. Long season ahead. Yep. Couldn't get home. It was rough. I watched the game. Allen Robinson, $2 super chat. Right, man. I was thinking unbeaten, and this happens. You thought unbeaten? Where did you get Allen Robinson? What is wrong with you, fam? Unbeaten? You thought the Bucs were going 17-0, Allen Robinson? Man, come sit right here next to me, man. We can watch some real football. Look, if you thought the Bucs was going 17-0, I'm gonna need you to come sit next to me and actually watch football, and I can explain to you how it works, because there is no way in I can't even fathom the Bucs going 17-0 with that roster, with that head coach. Oh my gosh! I need you to come sit next to me and we can watch some football, and I'll coach you through it. I'm very relaxed. Trust and believe. We're just having a real conversation. If you can't handle a real conversation, I'm gonna need you to step to the side. I'm gonna need you to step to the side if you can't handle a real conversation. Because remember, we celebrate wins, but when the Bucs lose, it's we can't talk about losses because that's just being negative. No, that's not being negative, because you saw exactly what I saw today. And if you didn't see what I saw today, tell me what I did not see. Tell me if I'm lying about what I'm saying, what I saw on TV today. What am I lying about? Have I lied about anything? Come on, some relax. I'm good. Trust and believe me. I promise you. We just talking football. See, I never get personal. I don't need to get personal about football. I love football. I'm a football fan first, a Bucs fan second. So I can talk football all day, every day about a lot of teams. I can get into a lot of conversations, a lot of fan bases about their team and have great conversations because I like football. I love football. It's too easy. Football got basic concepts, and and the reason why, so you have schemes. It's called philosophies. Todd Bowles' philosophy is put pressure on you. If the pressure don't get there, Todd Bowles' defense is food. If you got a solid head coach with a solid scheme, a solid game plan, Todd Bowles is food, especially when coaches like Andy Reid, McVay, Peyton, Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh, they get a hold of Todd Bowles, they're not panicking. Todd Bowles is food to those coaches. because he does the same thing. It works to a degree. It works against terrible teams or teams that are going through a serious rough patch. But teams that are equal or better, they struggle every time with Todd Bowles. He's 19-18 as a head coach. Where's the lie? (18-19) as a head coach. You saw the reason why today I don't have high hopes for Todd Bowles. And look, I give him his flowers when he does something great. But when I see you have a great game plan against the Lions, a potent offense who went up and down the field, 1 for 7 in the red zone, and then the following week you do this as a head coach. This is why I get on Todd Bowles. This is why I get on Todd Bowles. This is why I get on Todd Bowles. Laying a goose egg like this, I can't accept that. If you want to be taken serious as a Bucs fan or as a team, as a Bucs as a team, you can't do this. Yes, the same head coach that went 8-9 with Tom Brady as a starting quarterback. Come on, man. But yeah, the Bucs gonna win 13 games. Okay, man. Okay, man. If the Bucs want to be taken serious, you can't lose games like this. These are not the games that we should be talking about. Like, damn, the Bucs didn't look good. That's not good. You're supposed to win games like this. You just beat a top 10 team, and then you come home and lay a goose egg against a bottom 10 team with a rookie head coach, but they don't take the Bucs serious. This is why. This is why the Bucs don't get taken serious, because they lose games like this. Come on, folks. Like, wake up. Wake up and look at the reality of the situation. 19-18 as a head coach. Once again, the Bucs are not terrible. I'm gonna say this 1,000 times. They have a threshold. They have a ceiling, and they have a floor. Look at the roster. Look at the head coach. And there's some bright spots on the team, but it comes down to coaching. In some of these games, you got to be able to coach these wins. There is no way you pay Baker Mayfield $30 million a year, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, $20+ million a year, and you have 200 and something yards total offense. Come on, man. In a passing league. Money Man. Appreciate the $2 super chat. How y'all beat Philly next week? From Philly, by the way. We're going to beat y'all because we just going to beat y'all. How about that? I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to figure it out. Yup. What part of Philly are you from? You from North Philly or South Philly? Are you more Jersey Philly or you Philly? I mean, I've been up there, so don't get it twisted, Money Man. I know a little something. Oh, the super chat's flying in today. Oh, look like we hit our threshold today for the locker room. Hold on a second. Allen Robinson, $5 super chat. Listen, man, I got too excited last week. I wasn't thinking. I just felt it's our year being hyped up fan and not being realistic. Reality gonna always win over being optimistic, overly optimistic, and oh yeah, and super hype. Reality don't care about none of that. Reality don't care about being hype. I love reality. Reality gonna always win over how you feel. Adam Schaefer's $5 super chat. Bucko, you remember we agreed not to pay two receivers over $20 million? That money could have go into a pass rusher. Now it's in receivers, and you don't even use in big games. Look, man, I look. I'm just not a fan of paying a position, overly paying a position. I'm not a fan of that. I like to put the money into the where it matters, the trenches. Money Man, $2 super chat. I'm a Packers fan, and I'm from North Philly. So wait, okay, Money Man, do you live in Green Bay or Wisconsin or somewhere near Milwaukee? I mean, Waukegan, Illinois, like Northern Illinois or something, or do you live in Philly? And you're a Packers fan. What is going on with you, man? You don't like? Well, let me guess. It's the colors, wasn't it? It was the colors, Money Man. You didn't like the Philly green. You like the green and yellow. You like being a cheesehead. You like cheese, Money Man. Molly Marl, what's up, man? Oh, the Cowboys lost. Brian Gombo, what's up, man? Look, I'm gonna open up the locker room. And for those of you that super chat that want to click on and come into the locker room, feel free. For those of you that did not pay to get into the locker room, you gotta wait. You ain't jumping to the front of the line. But I'm gonna open the locker room up. We've had a lot of super chats tonight. 13 super chats. So I think I'm gonna set the threshold. The threshold is 10 super chats before the locker room is open. So I feel like I owe y'all that. Y'all asked for it. The locker room is open. For those of you that paid, for those of you that super chatted to get into the locker room, feel free to click on it and I'll bring you in. If you super chat, if you do not super chat and you click on that link, you will be waiting for a while. Because we're not doing that. We're gonna play fair today. This year, we're gonna do it right this year. Support to get in the locker room. If you ain't gonna support, you ain't coming in the locker room. That's how it's gonna be.
I got Bucks.
Rizlo.
What's up?
Big Buck.
What's up?
We're gonna kick this thing off. Look, fellas.
What up?
I didn't even like Jake Kamada's punt. I didn't even like that.
Hey, I didn't like sitting in the heat for 4 hours watching that. I'm sunburned and everything.
With all the rigmarole.
I had to watch that thing from home, and the opening drive just gave me a bad vibe. Like that's just the way they just walked down the field. Like it wasn't nothing special. It was just like, dude, come on.
Hey, Bucko.
I seen it coming.
Bucko, did you see the stat? 23 games without an opening drive touchdown.
I know. I was gonna bring that up too.
I thought it was at 24 this week.
Oh man, yeah, that's at 24.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That coaching staff can't evaluate talent. I don't know how you put those two guys on the right side of that offensive line, but somebody need to be fired for that.
Dude, what have we been saying about what's the right guard name? I forgot his name that quick.
Cody Mock.
What's his number again? Because I forgot that too.
Whatever that is, I don't know what that is.
What's his number?
77.
That's his number 7. Okay, we just call him 77. But
67.
977.
77.
He ain't got no. We just gonna call him no teeth. Then how about that? But dude, that dude got killed. The guards and the right tackle got killed this game. I mean,
that
12
ain't just
sacks.
this game. It happened last game too.
But I'm saying though, dog, 12 sacks in 2 weeks. I get you starting right tackles out. I get that. But damn, you're telling me you can't slide a chip block or a tight end to stay in and block?
I'm not gonna hold you. Wirfs did get beat too today.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, he did.
Not just that is you got other players on the team. You mean to tell me you ain't got nobody better than that?
See, and I saw this tweet too. It was like with the last game, with school, they were reactionary and sent help. This game, I don't know. There was no like. They just wanted Otten. Now, granted, Otten was the guy today, but I mean, just like there's no chip. O'Keefe's not in there to like help block. It's just crazy.
And how
that
you
whole
not-
right line is just dead. Like there's nothing like there. Like you can just walk through it.
How you
I
come
mean,
on?
I just, but
How
this
you come on
guys,
every
what,
week though?
but
Every
guys,
week,
think about
and you
this though.
got Hainsey on the back line, waiting in the back line, and you won't pull him up.
But think about this, guys. What have we been talking about the last 2.5, 3 years is the trenches. We've been talking about this, and it's still
bro,
a problem.
hold on. Are you a Buck fan? This thing been going on longer than that, bro.
I'm just saying, consistently on this channel, bro. You don't know. You must don't know who I am. You really want to go there?
We've been hurting longer than that.
I know that. I'm just being generous saying that. Because if you really want to talk, if you really want to take it there, let's be real. You just go back a decade and come now. Look at the Bucs with rookie quarterbacks. If you really want to go there,
that's how you gotta go, man. You gotta,
bro. No, I'm saying look at from 2014 to now. Every Bucs defense against a rookie quarterback, how he's looked, regardless they won or lost. Now watch next week he be 17 or 45 for 92 yards and 2 interceptions.
And that's fact.
It is crazy to think about, like a super chat. It's like the ability to not be able to like draft a pass rusher since 2014 is like astounding to me.
You can't. You got Buddy sitting out there with the Jets. He done requested a trade. You can't call them up and get something.
I know, man. That money done went to Mike Evans and them. We ain't got that money.
Hey, come on, y'all can figure out a way to work to maneuver that cap. You keep pushing the money down the thing like the Saints. Hell, at least go ahead and make it worth it while and do it if you're gonna do that. Because I mean, we ain't got. You can't rush 4 at all. We've been talking about that for God knows how long. You can't get pressure with 4. We ain't seen that. We ain't seen pressure with 4 since Simeon Rice.
And everyone's been everyone's like tweeting and saying, "Well, all we need is Vita and Cansey back." We weren't getting pressure with them in the game. We weren't even getting pressure with them when all 4 of those guys were playing. It don't matter.
I laugh at that, bro. I laugh at when people say stuff like that because I'm like, do they know the Bucs?
like we literally the Todd Bowles last year was like, we can't get pressure with 4. He literally said that. And
you can't get pressure with the blitz.
We can't get pressure with anybody, and like even when we blitz, we don't get pressure sometimes.
They know
that happened all day today. That happened all day today.
I mean, they just 7 men across the front. Nobody don't even push him. They blitzing, and he still had all day in the pocket to throw. I mean, who said they was at the game? Because I mean, you got me questioning, man. I know it was hot as hell. Like, dude, you got me questioning. Should I try to sell my ticket for the game on against Atlanta? Like, I'm really questioning. Do I want to go now? I done bought the ticket, but I'm like, I done made plans to go, but I'm just like, if they look like this, I'm like, man, I don't want to go.
I'm trying to tell you, it's going to either be the Saints or the Falcons in this division. I've been saying it since the off season, and I ain't changed my mind yet.
Well, I mean, like I said, we got a new OC, so I'm like, we finna go through an ugly.
Well, we about to get punched in the mouth. We about to get punched in the mouth. You hear me?
Cause you think just imagine what Carter gonna do next week. Jay,
we about to get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
I'm a Bucs fan, but I'm a realist.
Yeah, and I wish we would quit trying to run the ball when we know we can't. Like, ain't nobody falling for that play action. Like, why do you even call that? Like,
you know how play action works, right? You have to have a running game plan to work.
Right.
But I'm saying, why do you call that when we can't even get 1-2 yards? I mean, tell that OC this ain't Madden or EA's college football.
It's funny how the first game we got motion, we got screen. I ain't seen not one the last 2 games. Where all that went?
You know, like Bucky Irvin, he spams Bucky Irvin with motion. He spams him all day long. It's gonna get played out real quick because teams are gonna see that. They're gonna be like, nope.
It's not just Bucky. You need to do motion with.
Yeah, but I said this about Liam Cohen before the season started. I said I watched him at Kentucky. Nothing to make me believe that like, oh my gosh, he's gonna be leaps and bounds 10 times better than Dave Canales. So I was like, I'm gonna give him a chance. Just like I did Canales. I'm doing this. I'm treating this the same as I treated Canales. I'm going to give him a chance till about week 8, 9, 10. Then I can.
I'm not even waiting that long, Bucko. I'm getting that boy. I'm getting that boy next week.
Well,
No,
he got
it's
that
so
job.
bad. It's just because I don't know like what it is, but Jason Light and his trenches on both sides are just so bad because the alignment he drafts can't run block. Like he hasn't had a run blocking alignment.
No, he want to get these small school prospects because he has a chip on his shoulder. Because he like, I went to a small school. I want to give these guys. I'm like, dude, yeah, you got Cody Mock, but you had a damn All-American guard sitting right there, but you chose Cody Mock. And All-American guard from Penn State, but you chose Cody Mock.
Let me ask y'all a question. Did Bo Nix outplay Baker Mayfield today?
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Bo stank.
And I don't like Bo. I ain't sold on him.
He stunk at Oregon. I mean,
he stunk at Auburn. That's how I don't get how he went top 12. They clearly didn't watch his Auburn tape.
Yeah, Bo Nix is not that guy, but we made him that guy today.
Well, like that's the Bucs rookie quarterbacks in the Bucs defense. We always make them rookies look good.
But at the end of the day, like that super chat said, like Sean Payton always will have our number.
Man, ain't no Sean Payton.
Hey,
ain't no Sean Payton, man. Man, that's just
8-0.
Todd. That's just Todd Bowles. And I said we either gonna be 6-11, 7-10. We ain't getting away like we did last year. Watch.
You can't get outplayed by a rookie quarterback. That's not good. So this is giving you a perspective of Baker Mayfield's floor and ceiling, right? The ceiling was the Commanders game, right? But it has to be a team like that. Or if it's not a Commanders type team, it has to be a team that's reeling, like with a ton of injuries. They're going down bad, 4 or 5 straight losses. It got to be a team like that. But
think about what you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When it comes to a team that's fairly healthy, solid defense, and remember now, I even talk, and it's funny how things come back in full circle. Remember, I did talk about the Broncos defense, and I said they got some pass rush, and I did mention this earlier last week. I did in the recap video of the Lions. And I did bring up the Broncos. I said the Broncos ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Their defense was top 10 after that 70-point shellacking they got from the Dolphins. They were top 10. Like they were top 10 in a lot of categories, major categories. Since that, I think it was like week 7 or something like that, or week 9 or whatever it was. From that point on, all the way until now, they're top 10. And I was like, they got Nick Benito, Brandon Browning, Jonathan Cooper,
pass rushers.
I was like, they got some pass rushers, man. They got Patrick Surtain. I was like, they ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
must be nice.
I understand $20 million in receivers, and you scared to throw to them. I just don't get that.
Hey, but this is the way they use Mike Evans today. Like, how do you use him? Do you just use his big body and just move the chains? Because we know he don't have extra stuff. He fast enough to get behind you, but it's no whirlwind.
They could have moved him around. They left him on the outside the entire game. I'm like, what the heck? That's not a win-win for him.
I think what they're trying to do is they're just trying to they're going to leave Mike on the open side and just have Godwin open up. But I mean, at some point, teams are going to see that.
Godwin is not a game changer. He's a jag, and I don't care what nobody say. He is not a game changer. He's a jag. He can catch the ball great.
8 Disms, $2 super chat. Relax, y'all. Y'all played Sean Payton. He owns y'all. So what? You know, but at some point, if Todd Bowles want to become something as a head coach, respected, gotta win those games, buddy.
3 years and having a negative record is just crazy to me.
But it goes back to what Buccos has been saying, like with his schedule prediction. That's a good throw. You cannot have these WTF games. Like nobody takes you serious. Like you just I mean, even with everything out, I still thought we was capable of beating Denver today at home. I was just like, you got the home advantage, and just the way they just came out flat, like they just thought they were just gonna lay down, like they did like Washington. Yeah.
Hey, did we even get a sack these past 3 weeks?
Yeah, we got a sack week 1 against a terrible left tackle, Joe Tryon, and then a blitz by Sebastian Dennis. But after that, nothing.
No, but we get right there and just never can get there because
Anthony Nelson.
We still don't get no pass rush, man.
Anthony Nelson need to be benched after what I saw today.
Oof.
Man, he looks
Man.
slow as hell.
How you even fall for that juke when you know if you make him go back inside? Like why you even fall for that?
All he had to do was stand there. That's all he had to do.
That's what I'm saying. You know you ain't gonna like. Why would you go for that if you want? You know you ain't gonna cut back inside. You know that you're not gonna do that if everybody's pursuing you that way. Like why would you even go for it?
Bro wanted to do the
AJ Brett, man, missing tackles that hurt.
Man, Dennis needs to start over.
Oh my God, yeah.
He got to start over him, man.
Britt is nothing but a thumper. That's a downhill thumper. That's it. He's nothing
He's
more.
not fast. He's not fast. Not fast at all. Britt is slow.
I gotta say this too. I like Yaya, but he needs to work on some moves.
What does he have? He just tries to just bull rush and
I know he's not strong enough for all that.
He just bull rushes.
Yeah.
I mean,
he ain't that big to be doing that either.
I mean, what is he like? Is he better with his hand in the dirt or standing up? Like, what was his like? I mean, I get that's his only move, but I don't know. He just
I think I know what it is. They don't cause no confusion for the old linemen. They just run straight at them. They don't loop around. You know how they cut in.
Try to go to the outside. Yeah, they don't do any of that.
They don't do none of that, man. They
just straight ahead, like
straight ahead and just rush.
Like
that shit.
Literally, the old lineman just has to sit there, and they just come to you.
Exactly.
like to that, and just about you know, I haven't looked at the next gen numbers, but I kind of got an idea where the Bucs are going to sit at as far as pass rush win rate. They're probably going to be bottom 10.
Oh, 100%. And this stretch coming up,
I'd say bottom 4.
Yeah, especially with this stretch coming up, all good O lines.
Because I was like, because last year the Bucs pass rush win rate, I think it was like 23, 24. I was like, God damn.
And that's with all of our guys in that these people went back in thinking our pass rush.
Now we were top 10 in sacks, but I'm talking about just straight D line. I'm talking about
I get you.
I'm talking about straight D line. I'm talking about the guys with their hands on the dirt and the two outside linebackers. Just those guys. I'm not talking about blitzing linebackers and safeties and corners. I'm just talking about straight pass rush.
Yeah, and I can't even look at those sacks like that too because our sacks come in bunches. They're not spread out across the season.
I was like, yo, our D line is not winning. They're not winning their one-on-ones. Like, if you watch the Denver Broncos D line, they have a good left tackle, Garrett Bowles, right? They have a good left tackle, right? And Tryon struggled against him, and he got hurt. He got nicked up, and he went out there and Tryon got some pressure off of a backup left tackle. But then Bowles came back in, and I didn't hear anything from Joe Tryon after that. And then on the right side, I forgot who the right tackle was, but he was handling Yaya Diaby. Diaby had like 1 or 2 pressures, which is cool, but
it was a backup right tackle too, wasn't it?
I think it was.
The right tackle injured. Yeah, the right tackle is injured right now.
Broncos interior is pretty decent. And I was just like scratch, you know, like CJ Brewer, like these guys are backup guys, like, you know, Greg Gaines. They're not like pass rusher guys. They're run stuffers. William Golson. They're not going to give you anything from the pass rush perspective. We saw it today. And look, the Broncos O-line is not a world beater. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got an elite left tackle, but they're not a world beater O-line as a collectible. And if we're having problems with that, I mean, if they're having problems with that type of O-line, it's not going to get any easier.
No, that complete opposites. Pass blockers on the O-line barely can do that, and we got only run stuffers on the D.
So it's like, and then the Bucs, the way they pass rush. As I was watching across the league today with O-line, D-lines going against each other, it seemed like there's more activity amongst other D-lines when they rush in the
night and day, Bucko.
It's like, well, why are we not doing what they do? Why is the whole D-line they got young guys on their D-line? Why can't we do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just curious, just like, why can't we do some TE stunts more and get some more explosive pass rushing? You know, I don't know what it is, but it just don't look good.
Because we got no attitude either.
We ain't got no dogs.
We got no attitude.
They want book smart people on the line. I need him to be able to understand the concepts. He ain't no dog. Ain't no dog in him, but he can understand the concept.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
I get it though. I get it. I get, oh, at least they're consistent stopping the run, but it's not a running league still to this point. So it's like, well, we gotta get some sacks from the D line. Because think about this for perspective here. If the Bucs D line, the two outside linebackers, the 3 down linemen, and the backups, if they just got pressure, 7 deep, 8 deep, do you think it's to be this bad? No, it wouldn't be bad. We all know this. I'm surprised people don't even recognize it's like you can't keep telling yourself and overlook the obvious, right? Oh, it's always the Bucs they'll be okay on the D line. No, man. That's not okay, man. Like I'm watching too many teams D lines just getting in.
We don't
consistently.
Our D line, our interior D line don't have no speed, no move. All they do is run straight.
Where's the dominant pass rusher on the Bucs team?
And there's no attitude either. There's no, like he said, there's no dogs. There's no mean bone. It's just like
that's because he got them all from Harvard. They all we study real good.
This was gonna hurt. I don't want to see the secondary getting. I don't want to see the secondary get hurt. But I don't want to see Todd Bowles say, I'm gonna turn the juice up and blitz 42% or 46% of the time. Now you're gonna expose your secondary.
Right.
Yeah. And we found out who if we follow,
we
already know who the weakest link is, but we really did find out who it really was today. And Jamel Dean, all that money we just paid.
Oh god, Jamel Dean.
Bro, he keep playing 10 to 15 yards off coverage. All they gotta do is
why
throw
he
quick
playing that off?
Quick hitches, and that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think sometimes it's good to be as a fan. Look, I'm gonna say this as a Bucs fan. It's good to have some hope and that things will get better. But when there's a pattern, like sometimes people overlook a bad pattern or things that's not working and say, well, it'll be just fine. Dude, we have enough tape. Like it's not fun, man. Like it's not fun. Like you can't just do and say, well, no, it's not a big deal. Then why the pass run rate is so bad?
I'm still tripping over somebody that said we gonna win 13 games. Like what is?
I still can't understand that part. I didn't even see it. Like I'm like, what? Like
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I thought we was gonna go undefeated this season. I ain't going front, man.
Hey.
I know, man. I know.
Where?
What you smoking?
Where did that come from?
I don't smoke, man.
Where did we get better at?
Nowhere.
How we didn't get better, but how you thought we were gonna go undefeated?
I was just having hope, bro.
That's a lot of hope.
They just said it best. Hope don't get the job done.
There's hope, and then there's real life. When you walk out the door, is that real life or hope? Like I'm serious. Like when you walk out the door, is that real life or hope?
It's real life, man.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? Like, is hope hope tangible?
Man, we need to trade for Hassan Reddick. We need help on the edge, big time.
What we gonna trade?
We'll be fine though. We'll get Clancy back though. We'll be just fine. We'll get Vita back.
Well, the thing about it is, we'll probably find next week because Devontae Smith is probably going through concussion protocol today. He probably won't play next week, and hope AJ Brown don't play next week, because that'll be a problem. But
our run defense starting to decline though, man. So
Saquon,
let me ask y'all this: what y'all thought about Levante play?
It's buts and what's about it?
Levante?
Yeah.
Hey, he forced the fumble. So I mean,
is he starting to? Well, he obviously it's a little bit showing he's starting to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. He's gonna decline every year. It's just a given.
Yeah, it's a given. They trying to keep him around to teach the young guys, but
you ain't getting nobody.
It's still sad that he's the only one that actually did something today, though.
Yeah, but you got to have talent at the position, and then when
I don't know, we had 2 interceptions dropped too.
And then when you don't want to start the talent, and you want to keep the trash on the field as starters, and then you be like, "What the hell?"
So Devontae Dennis was mighty quiet today.
Yeah, he was.
But that goes to show you like certain situations, certain players look good against certain teams.
That
Like,
interception that Smith
you know what I'm
dropped.
saying? Like
That was
Devontae Dennis still got a lot to learn. It's to be an NFL linebacker, especially he's learning from a great one in Devontae David. But it's going to take time for Devontae Dennis to understand the nuances because it was a good matchup for the Lions for him to play against the Lions with the Lions offense and how they run the offense. But we'll have games where we see Devontae Dennis and he's like ghost.
Lost.
But it
I'm
doesn't
done
help.
with KJ
It
Britt,
doesn't.
too.
It doesn't
I'm down
help
with him.
though that Dennis just doesn't get enough snaps either because they want to
Well,
play
he got
Britt
a lot
over
today.
it. Yeah, but I feel like they should put him in like as KJ Britt for the starter though.
And that'll happen. I think the KJ Britt situation and the Savassi Dennis situation will play itself out real soon. And I think the Bucky Irvin Rashad White situation is going to probably play itself out next week.
I'm down with KJ.
You believe that?
we don't know with
Bucko?
Todd Bowles.
Bucko, you really believe that when they sit there and leave that left guard and that right tackle over there? Come on, man. They'll play them boys throughout the season.
I'm done with Cody Moach. I'm done with KJ Britt. I'm done with the left guard. I don't know who he is. School. I don't care. I'm done with the O-line, except for Tristan Wirfs and Luke Gedeke.
I know what it is. They need to stop doing that single ace power run every single time.
But it's the same thing.
Every
How do
single
you
time.
let
the
up
first
12
time.
sacks in 2 games? Like, Baker can't play under pressure that well. This is crazy.
He's gonna get injured before it's over with.
I said this.
Oh, but think about this though. We've said this 100 times. For Baker to look good, what does he have to have? Like we've discussed this the last year. Buckos has said, look what you have to have.
No quarterback can play well under pressure, getting sacked 12 times in 2 games. That's ridiculous.
And to stop the pass rush, you got to throw screens.
Man, look
They
at
don't
Jay
believe in
Burns. He got
screens.
sacked 12 times too, but they pulled it out
don't
against
believe
the
in
Saints.
screens. That's why he getting sacked because they
Man, my screens are run
stopping him.
plays.
Hey, honestly though, I would love to see Bucky in the screen. I think he could take off.
I hope Luke comes back, man. I swear, man.
Yeah, but can our line even set up a screen at this point?
I don't get this coaching staff because they don't believe.
You
in,
might be
they
right
don't
on
believe
that.
in the hot hand or like the good or the better player at all. Like it's always like veteran first. It's always that, and it's just so annoying.
Nah, they don't care. They don't care if the next man better than the man on the field. Not this dumb coach.
They don't. I can honestly see Rashad White starting for like the rest of the season, but even though Bucky's better, just because they like the veterans more, just like KJ Britt, they're going to leave KJ Britt in more than Servassier because they just don't want to change it. I don't understand why.
Well, when they find themselves 4-10, they'll change it.
There is concern. Look, I'm not saying the world is coming to an end, but there is concern.
Major on the O-line, major.
Bucko, you ain't seen it. You must ain't seen the next schedule. It's concerns.
I have concerns. Like I have concerns. And look, great win against the Lions. Expected win against the Commanders. Should have beat the Broncos. Weird, but just moving forward, these next 6 games, I'm just concerned.
It's gonna be it.
I'm just concerned.
We're 3-1, but not in the way we expected. Like we expected 3-1, but not this way.
No, we started 2-1. 2-0 4 straight years.
2-1.
2-0 4 straight years. 2-0 4 straight years. So the first time we did 2-0, it was a 13-4 year. That was Brady. That was the peak. But that was peak Bucks. We didn't get the Super Bowl, right?
I think we went 4-0 last year, though, right?
No, it was 3-1.
We went 3-1 last year.
So we were 2-0. We was 2-0. Then we went to 22. Then we went to 13-4. And then the following year we went 2-0 again. Then we went 9-8. Then the following year, last year, we went 2-0. We went 9-8.
Lost to the Eagles Monday night.
Went 8-9 the year before that, year prior.
Right, year before 8-9, then last year 9-8. So there's a pattern here. These last couple of years, there's a pattern. We started hot last year, 3-1. Yeah, we really like that. Okay.
And you know what else? You know what else is that? I think it's 23 games in a row where we couldn't score on the first drive.
That's bad, dog.
That's terrible.
Yeah, 23 games.
Yeah, opening drive.
I think it's 20
with different coordinators.
Be careful, you wish. Be careful because you can't talk about that because you being negative.
I looked at Carolina. I looked at Carolina today. A lot different.
We can't score on the first drive. What's going on?
You wish. You're not supposed to say that, man. That's being negative. That's being negative.
We thought Carolina gonna be at the bottom of this NFC South. It might be us.
No, Carolina. When I was watching that game in and out. That offense looked totally different with Andy Dalton. Looked totally
Yeah,
different.
it really did. I knew Bryce Young wasn't that guy, but I mean,
I was like, and that's remember now, Bryce Young is not Dave Canales' guy.
No.
That's not his guy. He didn't draft him. He was brought there to fix him, but Canales was like, look, now one thing I would say about that situation, Canales didn't wait long. He was like,
That was smart.
Get fired in 11 games.
He was like, nah, fam. He was like, I can't win with this.
That's probably the smartest thing he did.
See, even Dave Canales makes changes, and we don't. We can't.
Right away, he was like, nah, this ain't it.
Nah, you see what we did. We watched that boy on that right tackle look bad, and the coach got up there and said, "No, we putting him back out there."
At the beginning, like Liam Cohen had the tight end right next to Dan Skull.
Then he got rid of him.
But then all of a sudden, you start sending them out for routes. I'm like, no.
Why? Like, I don't understand. Like,
yeah, like when he was when they were down at the first and goal or whatever,
right
before they got the penalty. Yeah, they should just kept him in.
Right. It's like, why? And then all of a sudden, and then as the game progressed, the Broncos D-line just got more pressure and more pressure and more pressure. Baker escaped a couple.
Baker was getting torched. I felt so bad for him. Like, I don't know why the O-line's doing that to him.
Like, he had no time to do anything whatsoever.
And
not only that, when he did have time, nobody was getting open. Hello?
I will say this though, after 3 weeks, especially these last two games, the Bucs interior is bottom 5.
Woo, I got bottom 3.
Bottom 5.
Straight garbage.
That interior is bottom 5.
I grade them so bad. I think they're dead last.
I think the next gen last week, the next gen had him at I think 28.
Decent tackles, and then it just falls apart. Like, you can't run inside. Like, we have to run outside. It's impossible to run
Who
outside.
is that one left guard that got injured, and then I think he's out for the season or something, and we just picked him up in the offseason.
From Green Bay?
Dang.
No.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, he got it towards ACL. I think it was.
Oh man, just the woes of our own line just gets worse and worse, man.
But it goes untalked about because it gets tossed to the side by the larger Bucs media members because it's not a big deal. Like, it's not to them. We're gonna overlook that. Like, y'all gonna overlook the Bucs average run game for the last 10 years is like 25. Like, what? Y'all ain't gonna talk about this? Like, and I'm one of the few channels that'll bring it up, but people get upset. I'm like, it's obvious, but it get overlooked because it's
They don't want the Bucs to look bad.
That's terrible. And in our D line, oh my God, it's just terrible.
I didn't like the second half adjustments.
What
adjustments?
That was 7 points. Anytime we had any momentum for whatever reason, and this is what go back to coaching. Vance Joseph, the Broncos DC, anytime the Bucs started moving the ball a little bit, Vance Joseph was like, not so fast, my friend. I was like, yeah, he made an adjustment real quick. On the fly, too.
Yep.
On the freaking fly.
I was like, all right, a screen needs to be called. Stop this pressure.
So basically, what we saw today was a rookie OC, first year OC. We saw it today. Plain and simple. We saw it today. He didn't know. He had no clue how to handle Vance Joseph defense. No clue. You can't spam Chris Godwin. You can't spam Bucky Irvin. That's not sustainable. That is not sustainable at all. For the next 14 games, you cannot think that you're finna win a ton of games with Chris Godwin and only Bucky Irvin. You got to get Mike Evans involved, and for God knows something from K-Dot.
I just
where that tight end. That
got
tight
to start
end
with that
horrible.
I think.
Yo, didn't we draft a tight end, a fast tight end? What was his name?
He's hurt.
From Washington. He talking about the guy from Washington. Nah, not Kevin Jordan.
Devin Cope.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But even then, we can't even rely on him. We probably can't block for anything.
And I've been beating the drum. I've been beating the table on the Bucs tight end situation. I've been beating the table on that. I'm like, no, man. Like, nobody's scared of K. Dotton. Nobody. No defensive coordinator like, I got to scheme around K. Dotton. Man,
Please.
They don't know how to draft a tight end. I can tell you that. They done tried. It's just horrible.
you know how
Man,
much
we need to get Hassan Reddick. We need to get that edge going, cause man,
hopefully
They ain't gonna do it. They
how
ain't
does
gonna be able to
Yaya
fix
go offsides twice in a row, back to back?
that
Hello,
was huge too. That was huge.
That shifted
hello.
They
everything.
scored on that. They scored off of the back-to-back all sides. They scored a field goal.
Yep.
Like, come on, man, like discipline. But when I started this video earlier, about an hour ago, about actually hour and 45 minutes ago, the first thing I talked about was coaching. 100% on coaching. Well, not gonna say not 100% coaching, but Todd Bowles will take the brunt of this loss, man, because it's like I gave him his flowers last week. Of course, I get it, but I can't let him slide on this.
I just don't know how you coach a hell of a game one week and it come out looking like this the next.
Well, if you would have listened to his interview today, you would understand.
He
Right.
did say that he was out coach and you know Sean Payton they did a good job and the players that was ready. So I don't know. There was a lot of upsets, but to piggyback to us, man, we just got to like turn it around. Still a long season. We just got to get healthy, and hopefully we can make something out of this, man. Just stop getting hurt.
If we get hurt, but still, injuries is a part of the game. Right? Injuries is a part of the game.
The Rams beat the 49ers.
I cannot excuse the Bucs when other teams are injured and they're winning. I can't excuse that.
The Broncos were injured.
I can't say
the Rams beat the 49ers.
I cannot exclude the other 31 teams that can have injuries or are injured right now and say, well, only the Bucs get the excuse that we injured. You just can't do that because that means you have to apply that to the other teams. Like the Rams, they were injured. Half of their starters are injured, and they beat the 49ers. Literally. Like
Philly was injured. They beat New Orleans.
We can't keep doing this and say, well, because our team is injured, you know, well, no, because as soon as you bring the Bucs up, I need you to bring the Rams up and the other teams up as well. Can't exclude them because they count too. Every team got injured. That means it goes back to what I've been telling y'all for the last couple of years. The Bucs roster, the depth. Where is it?
All the bad picks that we had.
Top 10 roster, right?
Nah, I ain't never said that.
Who said that?
Yeah, I don't know who said that.
I want to know who said that.
Who said
top
what?
5 GM, top 10 roster. I seen it.
The GM stinks. His talent choice is a real questionable.
What defines a team is the roster. Every man counts. If a guy gets hurt, the next man up.
We can't keep first rounders in our camp. I mean, every first round, about the last couple few years.
And I know it's the obvious, but I promise you, if the Bucs had some good depth, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
What the hell is wrong with Jamel Dean?
I don't know, man.
Jamel Dean is Jamel Dean. He been that way.
He afraid of getting beat, man. That's why
he plays like he's
afraid
scared.
of getting beat, man.
He's just not
Dean starting to look like Vernon Hargraves.
His confidence is not there.
I don't know what it is. He's soft.
Man,
Like,
after that one good year, he got with Carlton Davis, and they've been buddying up, and that's what happened.
Dude is soft.
Well, they played together in college, man. So it's like they thought they was a duo together, but
he is not a dog, man.
Well, we do know this though. Zion McCullough is, as of now, is the cornerback number 1.
That dude's a dog.
Yeah. He's only going to get better, I think, too. Only going to get better.
I mean, he needs to kind of pick up his IQ a little bit, but he's a dog.
He gave him that one play at the beginning, but after that, he pretty much played well.
Yeah, once he messes up, he fixes himself and like reeval. Like he doesn't.
I said it in my first 10-20 minutes of the video. Bucky Irvin and Zion McCullough were the 2 best players on the field for the Bucs today. Period.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Period.
Yep.
Like I didn't see anybody else outside of them 2 that was worth any good to talk about. Chris Godwin.
I mean, I don't know. I did like who's that dude? The rookie 23.
I mean,
Tacky Smith.
He doesn't even like.
He did well.
Like I'm talking about consistent. Like Bucky Irvin and Zion McCullough was consistent. Like higher game, not like a spot here, spot there.
Yeah, for the first 3 games. Yeah.
No, Tyke was good last week and this week.
No, I'm talking about what this game right here. He made one or two good plays. I'm talking about Bucky made way more things happen, and Zion McCullough made way more things happen than Tyke. Not taking nothing from Tyke. I'm just saying the two that stood out to me, the two main ones today was Bucky and Zion McCullough.
Like it's the fact that Bo Nix was able to pick on like a veteran corner like Jamel Dean, like and just time after time just get him like I think he had a perfect passer rating targeting Jamel Dean at this point.
Probably.
No confidence at all. The dude just lost right now. It's like he don't trust the technique. He don't trust his speed. He don't trust his eyes.
Well, the thing about it is, Todd had him playing zone, and he's not good at zone.
He's a bump and run type.
Yeah. That's
Jake what's his name? Last name Carmada or whatever. Man, what is he doing? 33-yard punt.
Man, I tell you, boy, we like to keep trash on the field. That's what we do.
It's like last year he had all the mojo. Now it's like gone.
They seen that in the offseason. They should have been made a change to that. But no.
Yeah, I don't know what changed from last year to the offseason. But
the Bucs remember I told y'all before the season started, the Bucs didn't make any major changes.
Nope.
No. This is still the 8-9 team.
They brought back everybody thinking it's going to be different.
I will say the only major change the Bucs did is we kept a lot of draft players.
No, I said major change. They didn't make any major changes. They stayed the same.
Yeah.
They just added the draft class. That's it. They signed Randy Gregory, but that was a disaster. A freaking disaster.
Nobody was expecting him to do nothing anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the dangerous part about. Well, we're just fine. We're going to remain the same when you already had question marks with the same setup.
Right.
We really need to dial in on off season. I mean, I know it's a long way from now, but to get some old line help, veteran help.
The Bucs, like I said, the Bucs, they went super cheap on that situation there.
Yes.
Right.
Which is like, what?
Yes.
Like, what makes you think we don't need a good guard?
They should have never. The line should have been rounds 1 through 4. It should have been all line.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we got a center. Don't get me wrong, but like we could have definitely got a veteran guard.
They could have went D line, O line for the first 4 rounds to me.
Isaiah, do you know who was out there in the offseason for a guard? You remember?
People we couldn't afford.
I'm saying, throw some money down. We already got rid of Tom Brady.
No. They took that money and re-signed Mike Evans, Baker Mayfield, all that trash that they re-signed.
Yeah, but we still have money to get another guard.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we do have salary cap money. I mean, I don't know if the Bucs going to make a move during the season, but in the off season, before the season started, they could have got a couple of decent guards, man. Like
I'm saying,
now they have a chance to get a pass rusher, and they probably won't either.
They could have got a pass rusher. There was a couple guys that was available that wouldn't have cost, to me, in my opinion, from what they signed with the team now. That was available. I don't even know why the Bucs didn't even. I guess they didn't want to stunt the growth of Yaya and stuff like Joe Tryon and stuff like that. But I'm like, come on, man.
Why,
bro?
I mean, we drafted a guy that didn't even play the 2020 season or the 2019 season.
We could have got Jadeveon Clowney. Who cares?
I know we could have got Clowney. Clowney would be somewhat better than those guys that are out there.
I said, yeah. But Clowney was just looking for one last payday, like, and he going to the highest bidder.
I don't know. We could have just got some help. That's all I'm saying. We have money. Money is not the issue.
The continuation of the Bucs' downfall, and it's just how it's going to be, is the belief in young guys that aren't good, and it's going to be a curse as long as our GM and Todd Bowles, because we have never who is the guy that we've developed to be good?
I mean, we got several. Don't get me wrong, but still, I think veteran help does add to that. That's all I'm saying.
When you don't want to draft in the SEC, you just stupid.
Like Yaya and Joe Tryon have no one to learn from on that team. Yeah. Like,
we got that dude out there. We got that dude. What the dude on the other side from Alabama, Bradwell? Like, is he gonna even develop?
I don't know. Because he only played like 1 full year in Alabama, so who knows?
It's just question marks that, and like I said, you wish brought it up. Like in the trenches, man, the Bucks should have did something better than that, man. They should have
Way better.
I just don't know how you look at that on paper
We
and be like,
had
"Yep,
money.
they're gonna get home almost every play."
It's gonna be more. Y'all think today was bad? Okay,
Man, it's about to get worse.
Look at all these old lines coming up.
I'll be remiss if I don't say this because I say this every time I get on here when we talking about the D line. Go back to 2021. You should have got my boy Barrymore. Look what he doing now. Oh, he got him.
Look at what Devontae White's doing right now too for the Packers.
It's
And we passed up on him and got Logan Hall. What's Logan Hall doing?
It's a lot of people they can
Wait,
go.
Devontae White ain't doing that well though. I mean, he may
not.
have
I thought he
a
was
good
doing
game
well.
this week, but he hasn't done well.
he's been better than Logan Hall.
Yeah, he's better than Logan Hall. That's for sure.
You know, and today Logan Hall, man, he ain't it, bro.
Yeah, neither. I don't know. I give the benefit of the doubt to Yaya because he's still young. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Logan just not it. Logan and Joe Tryon.
Tryon ain't
Goodbye.
it. Logan ain't it. And the thing about it is, we need a whole regime that can spot talent because they can't spot
You
talent.
gotta put money, but you gotta put money into the trenches, man. You gotta put money into the trenches. You have to.
And we just don't do that. We just
We'll
don't.
never do that.
The offseason should have just did that, man. Damn.
If you look at our team, we put more money in wide receivers than anything.
Grade B+ on drafting, negative F. That don't even exist. Negative F on the offseason. Negative F.
So what needs to change from the last 2 weeks? Now, right now, yeah, we beat the Lions. I get it. It's a great win. But what needs to change offensively moving forward?
They need to spend some money.
The run game.
They need to spend some money.
The run game, man.
They need to change that line.
No,
we need to trade for a line.
Yeah, we need a veteran. We need a veteran guard.
Well,
Cody Mock or the other.
It's
I
that
think
bad,
Cody Mock get ragdoll today a few times.
12 sacks. It's that bad. We need to trade for a line.
Is Godecki coming back this next week?
I hope so. He should.
I want to judge Cody fair.
We still need help though. Even with him, we might help
know.
him on the edge, but we still need that interior line. Like
What do you mean judge Cody fair? We have games.
The first game, I mean, looked okay interior wise for at least passing. The run game still looked a little weird, but it looked okay at least. These last two games. Yeah, I mean, I think that D line is.
Payne and Allen was killing Cody.
But we didn't give up no 5 sacks in one game.
But he's still losing. That's what I mean, though. He's still losing.
Baker was a loser.
Isaiah, we need a trade for a line right now.
Hey,
emergency.
All I'm saying is that is bad, right? But Baker
pull the fire alarm.
Baker Mayfield being able to do the little bit that he can do, that's manageable once Godecki's in. That D line though is the worst.
If you look at that
not, but I'm saying it's worse than the
O-line.
12 sacks.
The D line is worse.
Yeah, it's worse. We are blitzing every single play.
Yeah, and can't get home.
We're sending a 34-year-old Levante David trying to sneak his old ass through a hole. It ain't gonna work, man. KJ Britt, his world is flat. He take bad angles.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was ready to say put Servassier in there, but let's just be real. He stood there and watched Bo Nix run past him.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know where you find the money or how you get the players for it. But if the Bucs are serious about making a run this year, you need to add to the D line and O line somehow, some way. Someone has to be added on both sides. At least one person.
One of the Bucs players say something about his Super Bowl and something. I wasn't the coach, or it was somebody like next step up, and
that was Todd Bowles. He said, "Why not us?"
Yeah. So okay.
I wish Sean Payton would have whispered in his ear when you shake coaches at hands and be like, "It's time to change up that old ass defense," because that right there, I think that sometimes I don't even feel like it's personnel. I just think it's stubbornness scheme.
He should have whispered.
I'm gonna sit in zone all day, and I'm gonna make him think. And these quarterbacks, that zone don't work. This ain't the 90s, man.
If you can't get pressure, no, the zone don't work.
Bo Nix is known for dump off passes all throughout his college career. That's what he's good at. On the run,
I got a
short
question.
10-yard passes. Why would you not man up his receivers and force that man to make
And
throws?
why do you get big corners if you're gonna play zone?
How do you juke KJ Britt and Anthony Nelson the same time for a rushing touchdown?
He didn't juke KJ Britt. KJ Britt just can't tackle.
No. KJ Britt got shook, bro.
Nah, it
Watch
wasn't him.
Replay.
He came in at an angle and got.
No, that wasn't KJ. It was what's the line?
Nelson.
It was Nelson
right behind him.
Yeah.
KJ Britt
they took the wrong angle.
Yeah, bro.
He took the wrong angle. Nelson got juked.
Yeah, Nelson
they both got
juked.
juked. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look at the
he
replay.
didn't get juked. He didn't.
want Devin White back.
Nelson got shook twice.
I don't want Devin because Devin would have just jogged to him.
Nah, Devin. I'm gonna be real with you. Devin White would have probably made that tackle though.
Yeah.
He over pursues a lot.
Yeah,
but
he would have. Yeah, he would have made that one. That would have been a perfect tackle at an angle. Not saying we need Devin White, but that's bad on tape, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, KJ Britt actually can't tackle good. So I'm trying to figure out what Bowles actually sees in him. Because
the missed tackles today compared to the last two games were astronomically different.
Yeah, go look at KJ Britt debate. It's all over tape. Yeah, it's all over tape, bro.
There's only a few players that can tackle: Antoine Winfield, Zion, Jordan Whitehead, and Levante. Everybody else, oh my god!
Actually, Jamal Dean led the team today, which is bad.
I want to know what the status of missed tackles we had.
Jamal Dean led the team. That's how bad we tackled today.
I know they showed him in fantasy, like in the corner of the stadium, how many tackles he had. Like it was a good thing.
Yeah, bro. If he's leading it, that's like Vita Vea leading the team in sacks. Like those, that's not a good number. But no, we got to trade him because
the pass rush is fine according to some of the people in chat. Oh, why would Vita get back in Clancy get back? The pass rush is just good.
That ain't gonna help.
I'm just gonna say, look at the bottom half of last year when they were all in. Like what were the?
Who gonna say it? Who gonna go ahead and say it? Yaya? Who gonna say it? I don't mind saying it right now. Agent Zero. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Zero. Take the agent off his name right now. You're just a zero right now, bro. You're just a zero. He's looking
so bad,
man. He's looking bad right now.
You can't bull rush two people.
Nah, and you know you can't. That's why he's jumping off sides because his technique is not getting home. So he's thinking, I'm just gonna get a jump on the ball.
He ain't even big enough to be bull rushing. Like who's he pushing, bro? That old lineman like twice your size.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That dude that he was playing against. That was his first NFL start.
Yep.
and the only way you beat him was at the cost of getting flags. That's the problem.
Who said it? Adam? Like straight line. That's it. Straight line. There's no spin. There's no nothing. It's just straight to him,
bro. They don't.
Two things needs to happen. One on offense, I think they need to relinquish some of Baker Mayfield's rights at the huddle. I do not like him having full control over the offense. He put himself in harm's way today. He actually scrambled himself into sacks.
Yeah, he did. One. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That one play, he juked instead of just run. If he ran straight, he got the first, but he decided to juke.
The one where he went put on fourth down. Why didn't you just throw the ball? You want to be
yeah. There's times where he scrambled, had people open, but he just I don't know.
Yeah. We can't do that. We can't do that. And where is the McMillan played the same amount of snaps as Evans, and Evans wasn't used. So why wasn't McMillan used?
Because it was all about Chris Godwin.
It couldn't have been because you threw the picks trying to force it to Mike Evans.
And
once he did that, he wasn't throwing over there no more.
And you didn't even utilize the underneath throws with Rashad White neither.
Nope.
So
had 5 catches.
Yeah, for 18 yards. What is that?
14.
What is that? Listen, I like Liam Cohen, but you got 2 more times. You got 2 more times. All that you want to demoralize the defense. This ain't how you do it, sir. And we caught them. They caught us napping. We don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we
that-
just real salty right now. It's a tough loss. I ain't gonna lie, but
No, because why are you giving
tough.
Buccos what he wants? He literally said, "This is why it pissed me off, right? Because I hate when Buccos is right, but he's right. I'm gonna be honest. I want it to be later in the season. Why would you give us a WTA? Why would you give us a WTF game right now?
I told y'all.
You
gave us that 3-0.
You gave us that because you already know, since you know how it go. We beat a team we're not supposed to beat. We definitely finna lose one we not supposed to. You know how we get down.
That wasn't a bad loss. That was a terrible loss.
I mean, the
all right,
shift,
fellas, I'm gonna head out. I wish you guys
motion,
good night,
all
all
that
right?
stuff.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Only thing make this sweet today is the Saints losing.
Terrible loss.
Now you got Dave Canales going to be the only winner this week with an Andy double. Come on, dog. Oh my gosh. Snake. Oh.
You gonna be really upset when they beat us.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
I didn't like what I saw today, man.
If that generic plan
sometimes the Bucks can be like really, really good, but sometimes I think where the Bucks struggle a lot of the times too, especially like games, competitor games, is situational football. If you just notice, like situational football, Todd Bowles just don't do a great job. It's just weird to be like he'll give us the Detroit Lions game, like he gave us that game, right? Kudos. Look, there were some issues that the Bucks had during that game, but we came away with it. On the road, tough environment. Flowers. Here your flowers. Next game, it's the Broncos. Take care of business. And then you let it like this is why I look at Todd Bowles like 19-18 as a head coach.
And the other thing too, like I know it's like small, but our clock management is still horrendous and does not get better each week. Like the beginning of that.
When the Bucks are flat, I ain't mean to cut you off. When the Bucks are flat, it's like this. It's like their body language is terrible.
Yeah, you could. I'm gonna be honest. You usually see it first series. You see it first series with our team, and don't this make how many weeks is this now?
24.
24. There it goes. So my like here's my problem, and this is what separates good coaches from bad. Like I'm not high on Todd Bowles because of the draft and we didn't won the division. I still don't like the man as far as head coach. And I'm starting, and I've been saying it for 2 seasons. Are we giving him too much credit for splash moments?
Yep.
Because it's not like he's displayed a dominant. You have not showed us Bill Belichick, what's old dude that just left Dallas, or Dennis Allen. You haven't showed a consistent. Your defense is locking things up, man. He hasn't shown that, but he has made splash moments that have changed the outcome of a game. You are supposed to be who you are as a defensive coordinator, and you cannot figure out rookies.
He tried to think he's smarter than ever, but like, oh, they think I'm blitzing, I'm gonna go zone.
Yeah, it's like he exactly. Oh, they've been manning him up all the past 2 weeks. You know what? I'm gonna zone his ass. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna zone his ass, and I'm gonna blitz and I'm a blitz. I'm a Tampa 2 blitz his ass. We gonna do it all day. 15 yards off of him. He ain't gonna see it coming. No, man. No.
We need to sign Claiborne back.
Come on, man. Go get our boy off the talk show. What is Big Softy? We need him on the D line. What's his name, man? He doing the talk show now. What's our boy? Who?
JJ Watt?
Nah.
Yeah,
Jay. Go get him, man. Go get him, Carl. Go get him. Go get him. Get him, man.
Y'all remember when we drafted OJ Howard over TJ Watt?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Actually, that's a
bonehead. That's a bonehead choice.
Isn't that the draft Dalvin Cook came out of?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, it was over Dalvin Cook.
Bro, we haven't had a legit rusher since Samir Rice, bro.
And that's my problem. And this is
we didn't even draft him.
Exactly.
But this is why analytics is so bad, right? Because if you look at the Bucks at the end of the year and you see 55, 58, 60 sacks, you're gonna be like, damn, that's a good defense. Those are good numbers. The problem is those are, everyone's getting those because you're sending blitzes every which way. I think Bowles, like, wouldn't it make your defense that much better if you had a sack artist?
Mm-hmm. Why didn't we get Judon? I'm still trying to figure out why we didn't get Judon on free agency.
We ain't had the cap space.
I don't know why. I mean, it's still ain't no boy from Minnesota still out there with that weird name. I think he's still out there.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, man, they should address all that in the draft. That line, both lines.
No, you should have spent some here. You should have spent. Here is the problem.
They ain't spending no money.
The homie vibe. And I said this to Sal, and I said it to Buccos many times. That's Jason Light's problem. You fall in love with players, and you want them back every single year. Yes, you have broke history with that. You are the great job, Light. You're the only guy to bring back as many players as you have year in and year out. The issue with that is you're staying the same. You're not mixing nothing up. You're making the game plan that much easier the second year around. Did you not hear what they were saying about Sean Payton? They said he told the camera crew, "Yeah, I know Bo Nix was gonna carve them up." Come on, man. No head coach should be saying that.
You know it's crazy when you can like go back through 4 years of tape and it still helps you against us right now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like when you can go back like 4 years and look at tape on our players and it still helps you now, that's how you know it's a problem.
This game wasn't no damn Broncos. This was the New Orleans Saints again. Without Brady. That's exactly what I said, man. You know what? I'm so high on our team and how I know Bo Nix is dirty because I watch college football and that whole team as a whole that I forgot Sean Payton. Like, damn, he do know Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles can't do nothing on him. So it showed. Like, this man, come on, bro. This man, you done gave him confidence. Now he finna take off. Bo Nix finna take off. You finna hear his name to the end of the year now.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this, man. And I think it's like a cancer in our team, bro. Like, we cannot, whoever in our scouting team is, bro, we cannot draft D-line for nothing. I don't know who's our scouting team, bro, but they cannot draft D-lines at all.
But you gotta understand, it ain't the scouts that make the choice. It's the general manager. See,
and like I said,
the scouts can bring in the talent, but the person that they choose to go with goes with the general manager.
Yeah, it's what he's good at.
We got this great guy. He's from Georgia. Oh, but he's not from like this like weird school in California.
No, boy. You got to go where there's credentials.
Yeah, but everybody has. Every GM and team has something that they're good at. I'm going to give Jason Light kudos when it comes to the O-line. It normally looks bad, and then it looks good later on. I'm going to give him that. That's what his neck is. I'll give him that. It does look ugly at first, and then things will gel for passing-wise. It's just he's not good at other stuff. All teams got something that they're actually really, really – now, you got a few teams that they just hit it. Like Pete Carroll, that dude's crew is great, man. It's great. Like it's everything they hit on. I don't know who over there, but they hit really good on everything. But with us, cornerbacks. The cornerbacks was for our division. Well, the league has changed now. These guys are outdated. You imagine Dean trying to guard a damn Zay Flowers? Or Marvin Harrison Jr.? Or Malik Neighbors? Brian Thomas? Man, y'all saw what happened to our old cornerback, right? At Detroit today, right?
I already knew Cotton Davis.
Yeah, that boy killed.
That boy can't guard nothing.
Marvin Harrison lit him a new one, man. He was grabby, getting flags. Man.
Boy, Detroit was mad. I watched some of their little channels.
Yeah, they heated because they looking like, damn, we got him and we got this Arnold dude. Arnold ain't nothing but CD3 Junior. He getting flags and the
because he's
other
all
one getting,
handsy too.
yeah, man, that boy is the most flag cornerback in the league. Like y'all gonna call them the hands team. That's what they is, the hands team.
Yeah, they do. They do grab, boy. Cause they slow on their feet.
Mm-hmm. No hip movement.
Mm-mm.
So Bucky Irvin probably gonna start off early. I think that's what you need to do. Somebody said it in the group chat. I do think you need to start running a three-head monster. I think you need to until you figure out the run game. I think you need to start attacking with all three: Tucker, White, and Bucky. I need to see all three of them in the game.
Right.
You need to until no, I'm serious. Until you figure there's other teams that do it and they're successful with it. There should be a package for all of these guys.
Man,
Ain't no more bell cows, man. Ain't no more bell cows.
hey, if you haven't noticed, the boys swim move Cody Mack all day long. I ain't never seen anybody get swim move every week.
Yeah,
Every
he got a yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I can't defend him, but I can't defend him, but I'm gonna give him some credit because I'm gonna be honest. The other guy over there, Schoolie, man, listen, bro.
That's his saving grace that he's worth it, but he's a backup. I understand.
Man, nah, but it's bad, man. I'm sorry.
No, I know. I say it's bad. That's his only saving grace that he's worse, but he a backup. He supposed to be a starter.
Wasn't Cody Mark supposed to had been challenged with the boy that tore his ACL?
No, it was Bedison.
Oh, Bredesen and him and was gone.
Did y'all know Ben Breton came from the worst graded O line?
Yeah, the Giants. Yeah, I know.
It's time to put that one dude in, man. That Jason, like, where he at? Where that one big dude?
McLaren?
Yeah, I like him. I think he gonna end up probably having to jump in though. He too big. That's a big old bus, man. It's a big old. Saying? The dude, one pick that Jason Light got, the McLean, yeah, he is massive. You're gonna have to figure it out, man. Cody Mark might have to get off the line.
Yeah.
Man, the Chiefs, they gonna force this.
I swear he drafted Cody Mock because he saw like a Ryan Jensen like look to him. I swear that's the only reason.
Yeah,
the
Joe.
Yeah, that Cody Mark son, and yeah, because he drives tractors and picks corn with his teeth. And
it's every game, and like every time he gets beat, it's not like he is beat bad. Like there's no like just like little like beat like oh dang he got past. This man's on the ground, bro.
No, he is. Like I said, he is. Graham Barton, what y'all think about Graham Barton? He's actually, you can see his IQ on the field.
I think I think he'll get better.
He's solid.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good center. Just got
it just when you got. I will say this: I don't want the dirty Cody Mark plays to get my guy injured because that's how people get injured when you're all over the ground falling and stumbling.
Yeah, that's what someone's gonna fall over Mark and then like trip and like roll their ankle or something.
That's who Diddy was talking to when he was like, "I like how you be stumbling, fumbling over shit." That's who he was talking to. I like that, Daddy. I like how you be stumbling, falling, and looking. That's exactly who he was talking to, man.
Would y'all mind Cody Marsh going to center and Graham?
No. I read you bring up Hainsey. Put him at center.
I'd rather you put Hainsey in there and then just put Barton if like you need to. Or just put Hainsey at guard.
Why not put Hainsey at guard? I'd rather
isn't that what he played in the first place?
Yeah.
You can do that too.
Yeah, why is Mock playing them, bro? Get him
but the problem why they won't do it is easier to replace the guard and just deal with your lumps rather than basically accidentally lose your center. Now who's gonna play center? Now we're in dead trouble.
Nah, then you gotta switch. You move hands to the
but
center.
Somehow, but Barton's less likely to get injured with Mock out the game though.
But I'm saying if you put Hainsey in, like you're putting your backup center in at the same time, that would that's problems. What if both of them
Jason Light made this depth, he has to lie in it. He made the depth chart. This is how it's gonna be.
But they got to make a change. And Bucky has I got to see more Bucky. I got to see more of Jalen McMillan.
Bucky is an ankle breaker, bro.
I already
ankle breaker.
Look, his jersey came 2 days ago. Listen, that's what his tape was. Yeah. But I need to see. But we already knew that. I just need them to not be stubborn and not try to hurt Rachaad White's feelings. Because if you look at his grade coming out of college on Rachaad White, it says elite third down back.
Right.
That's what it says. When you scroll all the way down, that's what it says.
Yeah.
Elite third down back.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Because he run with patience.
Which makes sense. Look what he's good at. Catching the ball. He's great with that. Rushing the ball, even Tucker, I think, is better than him. That's just not what he is. Need to see more Jalen McMillan. I need Liam Cohen. I don't know, Buckos, if you're gonna do an all 22, but I've noticed something these past 3 games, and I've seen it today. There's something with the play calling the play designs where there are people bumping into each other, receivers, or they're in the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been happening a lot.
Something's not right with that.
I know what it is. First year OC.
Is it him or is it our guys not knowing their routes?
They're trying to learn what routes to run, the depth. This is a learning phase. This is what I say about week 8, week 9, week 10. Like, I can't really give 100% grade on the offense because it's still incomplete.
So it's kind of like the BA thing where like there's 2 routes that you can run. You got to pick.
Well, his was easy. His was easy. It's streaks. Go deep. That wasn't number jackpot football.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't just that. It was you better throw the ball.
Yeah.
See that's what people don't talk about when Bruce Arians' offense. I studied the Eric Coryell brand of offense, the high flying, big play, but you better throw that ball. And if you don't throw the ball, you're gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, bench.
Yeah.
See, people skip over that stuff because that wasn't the narrative. It was the interceptions. It was the outcome. But they didn't understand the scheme behind what Bruce Arians was running.
Right.
It's no risk it, no biscuit for a reason. Throw the ball, take the risk.
Yeah, he doesn't care about interception. Yeah, he don't care about insurance.
Like,
he didn't care about that.
Watch football? Do you guys watch football, or you just run with a narrative?
You're right.
But yeah, I get you. I was at the game and I saw that too, where like receivers are like 3 yards apart from each other on their route.
Even Chris Godwin was like, half of that was on us because we ran the wrong route. It was option route. So that means the quarterback and the receiver got to be thinking the same thing on the coverage.
Right.
It's not like the quarterback know what the receiver gonna run. The quarterback gotta feel, okay, they run in the zone, he gonna sit. And the receiver gotta see it, and the receiver running the route and going through the zone, and the receiver gotta think to himself, they playing zone, I'm gonna sit. So they gotta be thinking on the same page. And half of those interceptions, they weren't even on the same page because they still didn't understand the offense. Even Carson Palmer talked about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think honestly, and I hate to say this, but it could come at a cost of Evans not getting his 1,000 yards. Where you may have to take exactly what it is that is going to work this year, and it's Chris Godwin in the freaking slide. He's open.
Chris Godwin, though, if he's playing the Cooper Kupp role, he's not jittery like him.
Nah, he's not.
But you interchange him with Jalen McMillan. You need to interchange him.
I would rather see Jalen McMillan doing that too.
Yeah, bro, Jalen McMillan there. Like, what happens when you think about it? If maybe Evans sit downs this one play, and you got Godwin, Palmer, and McMillan on the field.
I think also they're trying to get Godwin paid too.
Right.
I can see it. That's why I picked him up in fantasy football, because clearly he's finna get a bunch of catches. So
Evans had 2 catches, back-to-back games, not really like impactful.
Scared to throw to the man. Scared.
I ain't gonna lie though.
I never seen coaching it like coaches in the NFL because a cornerback got a certain name. You just decide not to throw his way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, you got to challenge that. I'm gonna be honest. You got to challenge that with somebody like Evans, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a good like thing, or like if Mike's getting double cover most of his plays, like they don't even look his way. And
that ain't.
I can see him getting frustrated because I would be frustrated too. Like, bro, like Like, look over here. Come on.
But you know, Mike body language can be terrible.
Yeah, he has that. I hate when he does that old dude off of Friday where he run to the car to get his chain snatched. Like, you know,
Red.
his his arms be swinging to the side, man. I hate when Evans, about third quarter, if we ain't seen a catch, like that man will jog to that sideline with that look, and I'm like, there you go.
Yeah.
Would you say Patrick Surtain took him away though? I mean,
no.
You wouldn't say that?
I said we ain't
had no time.
They ain't put no scheme to scheme him open. Put him in the slot.
Because like watching it too, there was like some instances where Mike was open, but Baker just couldn't get it to him.
He didn't have time.
And there was some plays too where they were just doubling Mike. Like that interception, like there was two guys right. Mike.
Here's another issue I've seen too, which also shows me where Liam Cohen again, which is what Buckos was saying. Hey, sometimes you don't have to stay true to your game plan, bro. If you realize, okay, this game plan ain't gonna work, let me get my guys comfortable and get some rhythm going. If you have been sacked now 4 times, why every time you say hut, I'm seeing receivers, all of my receivers, at least 15 yards down the field before they break their routes. What is that?
No screen, no nothing.
What is that? You're not dumping off nothing. And you started using Cade Otton at the end of the third going into the fourth, but it was already out of control. You should have done that earlier in the game. See, that good coaches, but again, we're going to let it slide. It's early. It's an ugly loss.
No, I get you. Like that man stuck to the script like in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's
like,
ugly.
Stuck with his script plays. And it's like, it wasn't working.
There was more Buck fans in the building today. They was all gone by end of second quarter.
Yep.
I bet. Yep. Them seats was empty, boy.
Yeah, we had it. The fans have been trying to support, and y'all are running off our fans, bro.
There was 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I got up as soon as we could turn it over on downs. I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. I can't watch this anymore. Like, and they should have it's hot. It's hot to be sitting there watching that.
Baker looked so confused today. He looked so confused.
He did. He did.
Veteran quarterback looking lost. I was like, good Lord.
And there's no yelling either. Like, bro, like yell at your line guys. Be like, get your stuff together. Like, there's none of that.
Who's doing that at all on this team though? This is another reason. This is one thing. This is one reason why I wouldn't have mind the other center. The other nasty center, it was Graham Barton. What's his name?
I wouldn't mind the Tom Brady right now. At least
Jackson Powers. Yeah, he went to the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
You know, so the Jackson Powers Johnson, I think he's with the Raiders. Yep. He just ain't starting. I think he's just injured. So that's another thing. They ain't even put him in yet. But his attitude. See, this is the thing with Jason. Like, he loves the homie chill socks off vibe.
I told you, Harvard guys.
He's not a you was smoking a little weed in school? Nah, can't do it. Like, and there comes a point in time where you might need the bad boys on your team for that edge and to tell other people, like, get your stuff together, bro.
You need them thugs, man.
When you're at the game, like, you can like look down from like the home side and like they're just all sitting there like nothing's going on. No one's talking to each other.
Yeah, you need a suit.
The coach don't even like.
You need them head stoppers.
Like Todd Bowles does not take his eye off the field. He doesn't go back there and be like, "Hey,
nobody hold nobody accountable out there."
You need a true blood.
Like, I want to see a receiver go off on the quarterback. Like, I want to see that.
I want to see the quarterback go off on the offensive lineman. Throw that ball at his foot. Throw that ball at him. Tom Brady would. Tom Brady take that ball and throw it right at his head.
Throw the tablet at him. Do something.
I didn't see DK go.
Baker too far in his career to be playing like that, though.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You're not lying. It's that you're not lying, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I sat here and watched Geno throw 2 picks today, fumble, sacked up, and still delivered. You know what? Damn near 3 TD passing game.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Come on, bro.
We not built to play from beyond. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta
think about Baker when the expectations go up.
Yeah, I already knew it was coming.
It just right on cue.
Yeah, we have to play. We have to play with the lead. we see this before with Todd Bowles too. If we don't play with the lead, we're not winning the game.
At
We have
all.
no lead like whatsoever. Like if they get a touchdown first, like it's basically like
It's over.
it's like
we got to
raps.
get let's give him a little bit more credit. Liam Cohen. Let's just see him and Kubiak got punched today. You know, because the Saints. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was one part of the game where Derek Carr and Baker Mayfield stats matched.
You were saying, yep.
What did I say about they in the same box, man?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
One had 3 more yards. One had 3 more yards than the other.
Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, Kirk Cousins,
Yep.
Sam Darnold. Like they're the same, and they got the same program.
And we knew we knew looking at that, we knew Derek Carr was gonna go back to his old way. Like we knew it. Like he wasn't gonna keep up that hot streak forever because he is who he is. Just like Baker is who he is. Like
they're the same. They're the same. They're all the same to me. All of them.
The question is, which one would you rather take when it's coming up?
Give me them Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Give me those type of quarterbacks. I don't want Give me the Matthew Stafford. Give me the John Elway type. Give me those quarterbacks. I don't want
as long as we sit in the middle of the pack, we ain't gonna never get a quarterback.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr. I don't want those type of quarterbacks. I want to win big. What did you think? Sean McVay literally got rid of Jared Goff, and they went to Super Bowl with Jared Goff. They got rid of Jared Goff and went with a better quarterback.
Not afraid to make change. Not afraid
you
to look at us.
You want to go get Bryce Young?
Nope.
No.
I'm be honest. He whipped up on he whipped up on CJ Stroud in college.
Baker Mayfield has limitations, right? He has his limitations. He has his ceiling, right? Baker Mayfield's ceiling is not a tier 1, tier 2 quarterback. He never will be that. He's never shown that. He's never been that type of quarterback. He will be a middle of the pack at best. He will give you some good games, and then he'll give you games like this.
I tell people we got away last year with stuff, and you think we're gonna be 9-8 this year, you're gonna be surprised.
And look, Baker Mayfield is going to have some more good games. He's going to.
I said 10 games. I got to stay at bay. I was going with the ceiling. I went with the ceiling.
I'm going 6 or 7. I've been
no. I ain't gonna go that low.
He will have a couple of more of those Washington Commanders games. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he gonna get us by 6 or 7 wins.
Yeah, I couldn't go that high on that game because I do know for a fact I'm gonna give them credit on their D-line. I'm gonna give them credit on the D-line, and you could tell the D-line was good because the run game was not good. So they got a good D-line. The back end for them you can't name one corner or safety off their team.
Nah, you can't.
Or even the middle linebacker. You know who on the D-line. I hope you do. You know if you watch football for the Commanders, but you can't tell me nothing on their secondary. Dan Quinn don't even know.
You don't think that Baker not breaking 300 yards against Washington is a concern?
Going into the season, he was a 32nd ranked pass defense. 32nd ranked. Of course, he have 289 yards, 3 full touchdowns.
It was bad last year. They have always been susceptible on the back end, man.
They were 32nd last year. They were 32nd.
They spent money on their D-line, Chase, Sweat, Payne. The other guy, they spent money on. They spent draft capital on that.
Yeah,
man, come on. Yeah, man, they had a bony little safety, bro. Like that's the same game, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't one of them, DJ Moore, somebody hit them for almost 300 yards? Come on, man.
The Commanders had the 32nd ranked pass defense. So when I seen the stat that Baker had that game, I was like, okay, that's the bad defense. That's a bad, terrible pass defense.
That's what you're supposed to have.
You're supposed to have that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have that, Baker Mayfield. If you didn't have that, I'm scratching my head. So then the next week, he goes against a suitable defensive coordinator and
get 100 yards. Get 100, just a little over 100 yards.
He did enough to survive that game.
Yep.
See, the problem with that game is we did enough to win. They did enough.
Right.
Oh, damn.
That's not sustainable, though. Like, the Lions was 1 for 7 in the red zone, right?
Right.
But that's not sustainable for the Bucs for the entire season. That's not sustainable.
No, because your corners ain't gonna play that good every game.
No. You see here, there's a weak link, and they gonna keep. Broncos put the blueprint out.
I said the Lions literally said, "You're not gonna beat us with Mike Evans."
Yeah.
And then this week, Vance Joseph was like, "You're not beating us on Mike Evans. Go to everybody else."
And you can't even put that stock in too of like, what if they made that field goal at the end? They weren't like being stupid.
But what that tells you about Chris Godwin? What that tell you about Chris Godwin? You don't pay him.
I would say like teams don't mind Chris Godwin getting 8, 9.
No, they don't mind him. He gonna do that every year. He
gonna get 7, 8 catches a game at this rate.
Look, that man gonna probably get 100 yards.
Like game changing though. It's not
it
a
won't
game.
Be game
and it's not a game changing.
I know that. That's why I said this. I'm just go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say they're picking their poison.
Yeah, teams are gonna play the Bucs just like that.
All season long.
Let Chris Godwin.
Y'all think they're gonna win 9, 8 games?
Yeah,
8 or 9 games.
8 or 9 games. That's all it is.
It's realistic.
I don't even see them getting that.
Nah, this realistic. It's better players on the team.
I'm gonna have about 110 catches for like.
People already got them down. They already know what they're gonna do.
Nah, you did this last year, man. You know we're gonna get by 8 or 9. Don't do that.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not touching 10.
Last year we got away. This year we ain't.
Godwin gonna have about 110 catches for about 1,000 to 1,100 yards.
Yeah,
touchdown.
Yep.
Oh man,
that's right. Not going to be like we got to get on Godwin like that because he really
like that.
Well, and here's what's going, and that's what's going to happen. Godwin is going to be turning 30. He turned 29 this year, right? So
he turned 30 this year.
Okay, so then
he just 28.
Off season. So come off season, guess what the name of the conversation going to be? They got it, and the media is going to feed it. They got to get Godwin back. If this team wants any success in 2025, they got to get Godwin back.
You spot on with that, boy.
Yeah, and you know who's on? What's his name? Booger McFarland gonna be the main one leading in that with them football hands. I hate football hands when they talk BS. I hate if they want to win.
If the Bucs want to go 8 and 9 again, they better get Godwin back.
Listen, you want Baker to sustain this success he's had. You need Evans, you need Godwin. Who cares if he's turning 35? You sign the man. Levante David is the heart of this defense. You bring him back too. Like, come on, bro. He turning
45 years old.
Hey, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna raise my hand like they do in the classroom. I got his jerseys. That's one of my other favorite players. I knew something was wrong when I watched him miss that tackle on Austin Eckler week 1. Y'all saw that week 1. And it's been that every since now. He's been missing these little tackles and he's been off.
That he was automatic with? Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's been off. I think the drop off. Up in age.
He's going through a divorce too.
This is
he's going through a divorce?
I don't think him and his wife together no more.
Oh man.
Didn't he just have a kid too?
Yep, that child support a bitch, ain't it?
Who that?
Oh man.
You know what I'm talking about.
So you saying he dropping his playoffs so he can't get paid to pay for the child support?
I want to say that so bad, but I'm not going to say that. I want to say it so bad, man. God, no, I want to see that, man.
Look at my stats, man. Look at my check. That Tyrese face. What else do you want?
So let me ask y'all this question. We're gonna wrap this up in about 15. So, as far as today, when we was watching the game, like watching the offense in particular, Baker Mayfield with pressure and trying to be Mr. Lamar Jackson watered down version. Do Baker and Mayfield need to make a quicker decisions? Because these last 2 games, man, it just didn't look good.
Yes and no.
If the scheme is the same as it was these last 2 weeks, even if he makes quick decisions, no one's going to be open because the route's not developed.
So that means
my opinion.
But that means Liam Cohen needs to shorten the route.
I believe so. I think we need to see a lot more slants than we've been seeing because if Baker makes these quick decisions, no one's going to be open. It's going to be like batted or like no one's going to be like where he wants to be.
I mean, but why are we running these long developing routes though? I mean,
no screens, no nothing.
You don't run no screens. I mean, for goodness sake, when the last time we just saw a simple slant? Like the closest we got is a deep crossing route. That's the closest we got to a slant.
I just don't understand like how you don't account for your line being garbage and you don't run these quick plays to get the ball out fast.
I mean, maybe the line can't even set up right to run screens though. I mean,
but we having the same conversation this year that we had last year with Canal. Yep. We're having the same conversation.
Literally.
Maybe really Canales just didn't have anything to work with because this O-line was just as bad as it was last year.
We're having the same conversation, running game, O-line.
I think it might be.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm gonna be.
I think it might be even worse than last year.
But Buccos, I'm gonna be honest with Buccos. I'm gonna be honest though. The run game is fine if they just make the move. Rachaad White don't need to start the game with the rock in his hand.
But now I know Bucky's a great runner, but the plays that he got those big yards on were those little trick plays.
No. They started running.
Hold on. Mr. Kennedy, look what Mr. Kennedy said. Mr. Kennedy. Put on this.
Oh God, he really did though.
Yeah, I remember that. That he got shaken up right there. He wasn't expecting.
Bucky ran two plays.
No, he did. But I'm saying you can't. He's not going to be able to sustain that like the 20 times because that.
No. You don't turn him to a bell cow. You just let him start the game off. He's more effective.
You want them to get that energy.
Yeah, basically respect the run. Okay, Bucky's somebody that can at least make the first guy miss, and he can start making defenses back up some. Then maybe Rachaad White is more useful that way. But when you sit up here and you do it the way you're doing it, that's the problem.
Boy, Atlanta trying to give away this game, boy.
Yeah,
Palmer, he was down. He was down.
Yeah, he was down.
But yeah, no, but yeah, with like the Liam thing too, it was like what you see what King Cook said. He said, but do you think Baker might not be comfortable throwing those quick routes either?
Well, what is he comfortable throwing then?
I don't know. Whatever he's calling, if he has that full control, like whatever, like he's trying to figure out, I don't know, but.
Can he even audible at the line? I mean, if he got that full control, can you check out the play?
Yeah, he can.
Did Mike Evans get put on his neck for real?
He got flipped.
Yeah, he got flipped.
Yeah, he got flipped. He got that tackle. He landed on his head. He went out for that play.
Yeah, that tackle. I ain't gonna lie.
I was scared he didn't get a concussion, to be honest.
Yeah, he went out. Yeah, he ran. I ain't gonna lie, cause he ran to the sideline like a baddie.
He was like, nah. He's like, I never experienced that in my life.
Bro, this ain't it.
I know he don't like. He was nervous about that too because you know how like the reason why he's had this like longevity is because he don't take tackles like that.
Because his routes is like down the field, like not like zero. It's not 0 to 7 or 0 to 8.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting to be on his head like that, which is like his because that's understandable because he's not used to getting tackled.
He got thrown into a. He got put in the fire. He basically got put in the fire situation where normally Chris Godwin would make that catch. He got put in a situation like that. You know, Evan don't get flipped, man. He too big to be getting flipped like that, bro.
Yeah, that's probably why it scared him. He was like, nah, bro.
I seen this. I ain't gonna lie. I saw his head. I'm like, oh, no. Oh,
yeah, did you see his face? He was like, oh, what the hell?
Hey, that nigga.
Bucko, you gotta find that and watch that video. There's gotta be a clip on it, bro.
Look at the sideline, the look on Evan's face. I said, you know what? It's plays like that where he gonna have a hamstring injury in the next 10 minutes. It's stuff like that.
As a matter of fact, that play after that he didn't get another slant after that either.
No, you can't play it.
No, you can't say Mike on no slant.
What y'all think about Chris Godwin on the screenplay?
No,
he pretty good with those.
He ain't got no breakaway speed.
But damn, you can't. You couldn't high step that little ass tackle. They cracking jokes saying 7 years ago he would have got away. I'm like, damn, he that old?
Yeah.
Nah, he just lost some bursts. That's all, bro.
He old. First,
Once
he
you get over
go
what, 25 or 26, you old in the NFL now.
What quarter that was? The Mike Evans flip. What quarter that was?
That was the Redskins game. It might have been third quarter.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one.
No, he got flipped today, though. You know.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
today.
I didn't see the flip today. I didn't see that.
I gotta go back.
No, that's third quarter. I think that's third. He got flipped today. Oh no.
I might have left before that happened.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was bang bang. I was like, yeah, he done.
That's twice. That's twice on slants where he's flipped. He ain't doing another slant again.
I don't know if it was a slant, but he got flipped, and it just he and that big ass nigga in there.
Because that Redskins game, he did get flipped on that slant. This one, if it was another slant, he's not doing those no more.
Evans ain't gonna play football the rest of the. If he go off the L like that and it ain't for TDs, you can pretty much bet he's not catching no more passes for the team that day.
I can't blame him though. You go your whole life like going
Evans
deep. Like that's like
you want to see a dominant interior O line, Chiefs O line.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Year in and year out too.
A dominant interior O line. Like Mahomes, his pocket be so crispy. I'll be like, damn.
I mean, but I'm gonna be honest. They D line is just as like. Man, I ain't gonna lie, Chris Jones, dude, man.
Hey, boy, that's
bro. Did you see? Hold on. I had to cut y'all off, but hold on. Did you guys see how well Aiden Hutchinson was taken care of today by a bunch of no-namers?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
we saw that.
The O line for the Cardinals is trash. It's been that.
Right.
That man.
We just got garbage on our line. They got trash. We got garbage.
Like, instead of throwing Cole Keith passes, let Cole Keith block. Here's another thing, too. I like Cade Otton. I really, really do. But where is the Colt dude at?
Bucko, you see it?
He hurt. That dude hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The tight end from Washington is hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He's going to be out for a little while.
Hey, is Payne Durham black?
No.
Oh.
Nah, I look at when he lines up, or like he's like he looks like a wide receiver.
No, the Bucks do lack explosiveness at tight end though. Like,
bro,
they lack explosiveness.
It's bad. We ain't had an explosive tight end in years.
Bro, I'm sad, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Cade Otton for what he offers, but I'm sorry, bro.
That's not a tight end, bro.
Bro, he trash, bro. I don't know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, cuz that's a loose end.
Like, dang, like I can't remember. Like, Cam Brate was all right, but he wasn't like.
Cam Brate was faster than him.
Yeah, Cam Brate was faster, but I'm just saying, like a tight end that you game plan for, we never had that.
Bro, there's nothing special about Otton, bro. Nothing.
Nah.
And did they try to call him Baby Grunt too?
Yeah.
Boy,
I hope not.
No.
They tried. Where's that rookie we drafted? I think like 6th round.
And guess what? We could have easily got Cade Stover. I wanted him from Ohio State.
Yeah, they had a chance to get one of what was that other tight end from Georgia, Washington? They had a chance to get him a couple the other year, and they passed on him. Bro, we just draft the opposite players every time, bro. It's like we just go.
Man, when I go to draft, I don't go with no expectations because I know we ain't drafting him.
The Devin Cope dude, all right. I just thought the Cope dude is actually good. I just didn't know he was hurt. The man run like a 4-3 or 4-4 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, man. That dude, that is a weapon. That's a cheap OJ Howard for us. We should be using that.
But the thing about it is he can't block.
It doesn't matter. Don't use him for that. Use the other ones for that.
And he can't take hits. That's why he hurt.
I just wish we had some like threat there that would keep the defense honest, man. Like
imagine we had Hawkinson there, Laporta. Oh my! God.
I think that would help Baker Mayfield a lot too, man. Like,
good tight end.
Man, go get one. Go trade and get one of those. Go get Tyler Higbee, Dawson Knox. See what They want for
Jason
Hunter
Light
Henry or
don't
something.
trade in the season. He never does. He never will. He don't do that.
I'm gonna be honest. I think
Atlanta's trying to give this game away,
I
man.
think he might have to this year though. The D
Nah,
line.
I don't see it.
No, he got too much pride to try to do that. He ain't gonna do it.
10 years he could trade in the season. He don't do it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Have 45.
He ain't gonna do it.
Get out and finna have 45 catches for 350 yards.
I think OJ had better numbers one year.
But he's solid though. But he's solid. 45 to 340. Oh, that's solid. Well, you need that.
He ain't even a red zone threat either. That's the worst part.
Hell,
he's not even a red zone threat.
You can go get one of the dudes from. You can go get one from Tennessee. You can go get one from the Colts. They like all these people got some tight ends that are some threats up. Like Cade Otton don't even. He might be the slowest starting tight end in the league.
Ain't no Mike. He is.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might be.
Was terrible.
Yeah, that fumble was horrible, Buckles. I ain't even seen a tight end. Normally they are the biggest bodies catching passes. How did you let that? Come on, dog.
But Kiff, whatever that other dude tight end, bro. I'm tired of seeing Otton out there, man.
Oh, you talking about Cole Keith?
Mayfield, man.
The depth is like look at each position, bro. The depth is horrible everywhere. Everywhere. The depth is
Quarterback this out there every week though.
Quarterback depth is our strongest depth on the team.
Cole
Keith
is our paper plate Kyle Kuzma.
And that's terrible.
That's crazy to think about. Quarterback is secondary is our best depth on the whole team. Yeah, it's sad, but it's sad. That's just how it is. Like if Otton goes down, everyone's look out, Cole Keith.
I mean, the world not coming to an end, but just concerns today that we saw, and it's been 2 weeks in a row now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, we finna get helped out. With the Eagles game. We finna get helped out with the Eagles game.
Yeah,
so
Hurt's been a turnover machine.
Well,
Hurts is not good.
Nah, it isn't that. It's the AJ Brown's already gonna be out. He was already missing.
Devontae Smith ain't gonna be playing this week.
Yeah, he won't be playing.
Yeah,
so
he won't be playing this week.
But Hurts is not a game changer though.
So we finna deal with it. So we're gonna mess around and probably win that game, right? Just deal with Saquon Barkley and Dallas Goedert. No.
Right.
Those are the games we would win that. That one
Saquon finna have a field day on us. Watch.
No,
he gonna sprain his ankle. That's what's finna happen.
Again, them boys gonna be coming in hungry because they lost to us and they done heard a lot of bad things. It ain't gonna be that easy.
Bro gonna have 200 yards on us, bro. Watch.
Nah, Jalen Hurts been wanting to run the ball a lot this year. He want to prove he could do it with his legs this year. He been
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts been playing like Baker Mayfield. He want to run every play.
That boy can't see the field. That boy throw it to everybody but his team.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah, I'm not scared of Jalen Hurts, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. He gonna run right into our defense. He wants to run every play now.
The boy is not that good.
Man, look. I like the confidence y'all sound, bro. It's gonna be.
I'm just talking about the quarterback.
I understand, bro, but
quarterback.
We just lost against freaking Nixon.
I didn't say we was gonna win.
Yeah, I get that part. I'm talking about the quarterback, man. I don't know why y'all should be scared of the quarterback play.
We own the Eagles, man. We take care of them in the playoffs. We own them.
All right, cool.
We own Hurts personally.
Say no more.
Yeah, that game there. If we find a way to lose that game, Buccos don't even do live. Don't even do a live.
They're not good.
Bucko, take the week off. Take the week off.
Don't even do a live. Just take a screenshot of your face with that look. And you know what it is.
I know what look you talking about,
bro.
Y'all think we're gonna lose to Saquon Barkley only?
Come on, man. It's like, come on. And Dallas Goedert, I get it.
Come on, man.
But that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
You don't think that's possible?
No,
bro. We just lost against Nixon, bro. I don't understand where y'all coming from.
No. We lost against Sean Payton.
Sean Payton owns us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I see what Mopar's saying, though, bro.
I forgot.
Sean Payton owns us.
I see what Mopar's saying because it's like we get healthy at the right time. The Eagles are not getting healthy at the right time. They get worse as the game. They're going to be without two wideouts.
That's just one of the games that I feel like
even when they were healthy, they didn't look that good.
Bowles has games that he circles.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah,
I saw it. That was crazy. Yeah.
Bowles has games that it seems like he puts all his energy and effort and game plan into, and when you see him because
I'll
they're
tell you what.
completely opposite of other games.
Oh my
I'll
God!
tell you what. He better not have the same game plan that he had when we played him in the playoffs. I'll say it like that.
Nah, but I'm saying, he's not gonna do that like that. This game.
I told you, Atlanta.
Because he been better. He been better against the blitz this year than
Oh,
last year. I'll give him that. But besides that, that
oh,
boy,
that's
ain't-
yeah. Yeah, he down by contact. That shit ain't no fun.
that boy ain't nothing. Look, man.
Y'all gonna let everybody lose except the Panthers. Let Snake Oil get him a win with the red rifle. So they could get up there and say, "See, I told you guys," and make Bryce feel much worse than what he already do because
Hold on,
And they ain't but 2 games away from looking like shit anyway. So I mean, come
you
on.
already know it, man. I'm gonna
Wait,
be honest with you. Bryce Young is better than that, but that team is
he
a
is.
dumpster fire.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
team
dumpster
is
fire,
horrible.
dog. It's a
As long as that old. What'd you say?
Hey, Mopar.
Yeah.
So does Jalen scare you?
Which game?
I said, does Jalen scare you?
No. I'm no. First of all, I don't do Alabama quarterbacks. Number one, because they're not
That's what
quarterbacks.
I'm saying.
So
Like, bro.
we're gonna put it there. Number two, there's something that I think he's been trying to prove to people this year because before the injury, he used to run a lot.
He
He
did.
stopped running. Now this year, all of a sudden, he wants to run, and I've been seeing it. See, when you play fantasy football, you got to watch all these games and stuff. And I'm just
Yeah.
watching how he plays football. He's a one read guy. He forced throws
Yeah.
today to Devontae Smith. It's like he got a homie system with people, and he wants to run all the time. So it's Saquon, Devontae Smith on a run. He was forced
Yep.
to throw the ball to Dallas Goedert today, which is why it even looked the way it did.
Exactly.
But that was there all game because they
And
took
he
away
wasn't hitting
Devontae
him.
Smith. Exactly.
Hey, having motion Jit made a good point. It's not like the Broncos had killer receivers and they still beat us today. So.
No, they don't. They don't. But I'm gonna give more credit to.
Would you say the Eagles better than the Broncos? Would you say the Eagles better than the Broncos?
No, I think
Well,
someone.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they got the better coach.
Are the Eagles better than the Broncos?
No.
Hold on, you said the Eagles got the better coach?
No,
I'm saying, are the Eagles better than the Broncos? Are the Eagles better than the Broncos?
When they're playing the Bucks, no. The Broncos are better.
That's not what I'm asking. Are the Eagles?
Yes, the Eagles are better than the Broncos.
Yeah, the Eagles.
The Broncos beat us with Cortland Sutherland and Marvin Mims and some randoms and Lil Jordan Humphrey with Bo Nix.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the same head coach that had 50 injuries in one season, and we was only able to score 3 points at home.
He got our number, man. That's just he got our number.
That man, they like so for me, it's Sean Payton. He said before the game he knew Bo Nix would carve us up. Nobody says that to the camera, man. He was smirking the whole time.
Yeah, like Eagles are the better team, but the Peyton's a better coach than Sirianni.
Yeah, he doesn't like us. So he has
Sirianni's not good. He don't get.
Yeah,
I'll say the player saved his job today.
Sean Payton still has a rivalry in his mind coming to our stadium. So that game is going to look like that. The Eagles head coach, he's not going to come there with it on his mind. He's still going to do the same stupid stuff he's always doing.
He's a fool, man.
Sitting over there with the teary-eyed look. But to answer your question, yes. And that might be the game Devin White actually show up for because he ain't played these past
they're going to start him too. Watch.
They trying to get rid of him.
No, they might. They might not.
They're going to get rid of him. They're going to get rid of him. They can't keep him.
They're trying to trade. He might be cut Tuesday.
He out of there.
He might be back on Tampa Bay.
They pick him up.
Devin White back.
He needed a humble. Nobody
he might be back on our team. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bowles gonna be
I don't want him back.
Man, look, you know how
they pick him up on waiver. What you expect?
Come on, man. You know how it be. They not here to see you white. They here to see us.
Boy. But yeah, man, the Eagles. I mean, look.
Now, let me not fake on the Eagles, right? Because they still have their roster. But to answer Bucko's question or anyone, that game there, I feel like those are one of the teams that Todd Bowles, I feel like, at least puts more pen to paper with.
Now I will say,
in my opinion.
I will say though, how many sacks did the Broncos have today?
7. Yeah, that's
that
true.
That Eagles D line is a lot nastier than
they looked good. They looked good today
than what the Broncos put out. I'm not even knocking the Broncos. Broncos D line good.
They made Derek Carr look like exactly what he's supposed to look like.
Jalen Carter with Cody Mock and the left guard about to have a field day with those guys. We're about to see Cody Mock face the dirt 90% of the game.
Cody Mock probably gonna lose some more teeth after Sunday, man.
Yeah, Jalen Carter is probably about to have a field day.
The Eagles are better than the Broncos, and look, that's gonna be a challenge too.
Yeah,
like starting next week, we're going through the gauntlet, folks, and I don't want to hear
right.
And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I'm trying to tell y'all. I tell you about to get punched back.
No, he's correct. He's correct. But I'm gonna be honest with you though. I mean, you should, without a Devontae Smith and an AJ Brown, your game plan should be pretty good, bro.
We'll find a way to lose.
And Hurts gonna throw us, give us the ball about 2 times, man.
Nah, he's right though. But if you go look at what they've been able to, they are great with the little run scheme. But let's just be real. That back end and that run game defense is horrible for the Eagles.
It's not good.
They are just as bad as we are. With them big
I don't
names.
care what they look like today, bro. That is not them. They are not. They're not.
We gotta call it fair and square. I'm sure on rankings, Buccos, they at the bottom along with us.
It's one game, bro. They're not as good as what they portrayed it. Just like we're not as good as we portrayed it, like the Lions.
I mean, based on this season, the Saints was rolling into that game, high-powered, number 1 ranked offense, and the Eagles said, no thanks, not today.
Yeah.
On the road.
I'm trying to tell.
We know that that's not the Eagles defense, though. I mean,
I'm just saying. I'm just telling
you. But what about the
reality? Gonna always win. Reality gonna always win.
But
it don't matter what you think. What the reality tell you.
Yeah, but what about the reality of their stats? The first 2 games, all phases of defense.
What about today?
That's just like when we played the Lions.
What about today?
Yeah, I mean, I get that. It was a low-scoring game too, though.
That defense, right?
On both ends.
Right. I'm just saying defense, right?
Yeah, I give it. I mean,
that's the reality.
But
they caught a pick.
Alvin Kamara,
the Saints was the number 1 offense in the NFL coming into this game. What did the Eagles defense do?
I think Chris Olave had over 100.
What did the Eagles defense do?
Oh yeah, I mean,
they played well today, but
they can't take. Look, we just can't give the Bucs credit now. We got to give everybody.
I give them
credit. That ain't what I'm doing. That ain't what I'm saying.
Uncle, I get you with that game. I get you with that game. But what did our defense do versus the Lions?
That's what I said.
It can change. It can change.
That's what last year we talking about. Last
no, I'm talking about the Lions game. I'm talking about the Lions game.
Talking about the Lions.
Last week, they're not on last year.
All I'm saying, right now, I think that their defense is as bad as ours.
2-1. They're going into the game on the road. Now we should be able to win that game, but
I'm
just saying.
I'm not gonna.
I get you, but defenses can change every week. Like we shouldn't have held the Lions.
We just saw it today.
Right.
Defense. We didn't see that coming. Right?
Nah, we didn't see that coming.
Right. That's how it works. That's how it works. And
I did not see that.
I mean, but what we do know the fact that the Eagles are better than the Broncos. We do know that.
Right.
We do.
Oh yeah. But I also think that when coaches also separate themselves drastically too. And what Sean Payton was able to do with those no-namers on that D-line versus what the Eagles head coach can't do with his non-namers.
He was trying to lose the game today. That coach, they won that game in spite of him, man.
You got some guys over there. That Eagles D line. They got guys, man, and they should be way more dominant than that.
They were dominant.
I mean, but man, that's a tricky one though.
I'm just saying, number one offense in the NFL.
So I tell you what. I tell you what. Then the showdown at the toilet bowl next week. It's gonna be us or them.
They shut the number one offense down. It's only been 3 weeks.
I didn't believe that though. 91 points in 2 weeks. I just think
that's the black and white.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it was, though. I mean,
that's nobody.
But let's just be real. Do y'all remember the 2019? Was that 2019 Panthers? 2020 Panthers with Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
4-0. Didn't they roll into Dallas and do that?
With the Panthers, we seen the Cardinals went 6-0. And they fell apart. The Bucs was 3-1 and fell apart for 7 games.
But we ain't spanked nobody like what they did in Dallas.
I knew the Saints' offense was going to fizzle out.
That's any team though.
But that's what I'm saying. Any team, our defense could be better than the Eagles.
As the season progressed, what you see now is not what you're going to see at week 10.
Oh, of course. Yes. So of course.
I said this last week when we beat the Lions. I said everybody enjoy the win, relax. Don't bite the cookie. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. And what did everybody do? Stand on top of that goddamn mountain, beating their chest.
I ain't gonna lie. I did buy a Buggy jersey.
I didn't beat my chest in that mountain though.
I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do that.
I sure didn't. I'm one of them Bucs fans. I'm humble. I'm like, okay, congratulations, well-deserved victory. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Get it out the system. On to the next. What happened? Later, goddamn egg today.
Well, the issue is when you go into Detroit and when you look at the box scores of everything, we weren't supposed to win that. So that's one of those ones where you stole you one. You went in Detroit and you stole you one because we didn't do enough on offense to win that game. So you like the win, but you also like, I don't know.
I mean, look, they outplayed us, but we stole it. We stole that.
We stole that one, man.
We earned it. We stole it. We got out of there. Peace out. Peace out. We go. Thank you.
Baker Mayfield all on highlights. They got him and Derek Carr MVP candidates.
But I didn't buy that. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy that one bit. I've been watching football for so long. I'm too smart for that.
The NFL was posting the Saints' next 4 schedules, trying to see exactly like, do you think they'll actually go 6-0? I'm like, what the? What?
Because for one, the reason why I didn't buy the Saints or what was going on with because it's Baker Mayfield and Derek Carr. I'm not buying them cookies. I'm not buying them cookies right now. And they both got humbled today, by the way. They both got humbled.
Yeah.
That's how it works. You start out hot, but guess what? It takes about a couple weeks. The defense is gonna be like, oh, not today. Not today. And then I was watching the Saints game here and there. I didn't watch the full game, but I was watching a little bit here and there. Derek Carr looked scared.
Oh yeah, no, he's real close to implode because you give him another game or two like that, because here's what's gonna happen. See, the Saints, they so finicky because they forgot they were screaming for another quarterback before that week 1 showdown. They definitely wanted that other quarterback playing. What's his name? Rattler kid. So they right now, Derek Carr this, Derek Carr that, but give it one more game and they're going to be booing Derek Carr wanting that Spencer Rattler kid to play, which ain't no better than him. Let's just be honest. I don't give a damn what he did.
I was watching that game. I was like, ooh, Derek Carr don't look good today, huh, folks? Come on, Saints fans. What happened to the Michael Jackson kick? What's going on now?
Raheem Morris, I'm going to be honest, he does not know how to utilize his personnel. There is no way you have a talent like Bijan and you just don't maximize that man on the field, bro.
That was a bad throw by Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I know, but why are you steady wanting to play the Tyler Algier?
You got to throw that up.
You're throwing the Tyler Algier out there. You have to utilize. Bijan is a guy that needs volume. He will kill a defense, man. He's too elite.
Why he throwing the ball so low?
Wow, bro. See, and another fluky. Why didn't you send? They didn't even send Bijan underneath.
Drake London is 6'5". Drake London is 6'5". Why are you throwing the ball low? 6'5". Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence, Gardner Minshew. They wired the same. They all got the same software. I don't like quarterbacks like that. I don't like my quarterback scary and I gotta check it down and I don't know about the throw. Give your guy a chance. Both of them throws, Kirk Cousins did not give Kyle Pitts a chance, and he did not even give.
Well, I will say this. Baker Mayfield, I think he got more balls than all of them to actually throw it.
That's about it.
Hear me out.
He's just in the same bubble
when he throws it.
Hear me out.
When he throws it.
If the Falcons, for whatever reason, they can't utilize Kyle Pitts and he gets released, would you pick him up?
Yeah. We don't even use the tight end, though.
That's the thing, man. Like make him chip block and go his route. Everybody don't need to just be, he got a block. No, utilize the man for what he is. If he's like having a sixth receiver on the field, so be it. He's a mismatch all day, every day. Make him only be utilized on packages, third down. You know what I'm saying? That's a weapon.
Like when you look at the landscape, right? And like you got tier 1, tier 2 teams, or let's just do quarterbacks, or we can do coach quarterback combos. And the teams, the cream are always most of the time the cream rise to the top in the NFL or college, whatever. But the mediocre always stay the same or get worse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at the league and you look at the Andy Reid and Mahomes, you look at the Lamar and John Harbaugh, you look at the McVay and the Stafford and the McDermott and mostly Josh Allen, obviously, and then you got CJ Stroud and D'Amico Ryans. Like, look, there's a little confusion right now. People are like, teams are losing. It's only week 3, right? And as time goes by, if NFL history serves it correctly, the cream always rises to the top. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the Bucks can rise, but like I said before, they have a ceiling. They can't rise super high because of the Bowles Baker Mayfield combination. It's not a high ceiling. It's limited. It's gonna win you some games. It's gonna win you 8, 9. Would have been 10, but I don't know. But 9.
No, I get you. Yeah, you're never gonna get far with.
But you're not going to get to you're not getting to the 2020 season with Todd Bowles.
You'll get to the divisional round, maybe. That's it.
at best, you know what I'm saying. So I'm okay with that but as long as let me rephrase that. As long as they make improvements as far as you go 8 and 9, and then you go 9 and 8. This got to be a little bit better. This year needs to be better. If it stays the same, I'm gonna be like, well, what are we doing? Like, where are we going with this?
Because clearly, like you're looking at it, like what you're doing, like not even just like with the Bulls thing, but like with like higher up in like the office too. Clearly, like what y'all are doing is not working, but everyone's too. We have the most like stubborn probably front office in the NFL right now. I'm gonna be like, in my
some teams will move off a guy the next year. They're like, this ain't it.
Yeah, exactly. Like aside from like Dave Tepper and like the Carolina, like we're stubborn. We will keep you out there till the wheels fall off. If you done any good for us during the community,
but the problem, that's the issue right there. That Bucks community and the fans, they fall in love. Like I even listen to a lot of our media, places. You gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop begging for players back, bro. Like certain players, if they're gone, they're gone. They're gone. At the end of the day, I get it with the Whitehead situation, right? You could have put that money maybe somewhere else.
Yeah.
I haven't felt his impact with Winfield on the field as much as it was made out to be. Oh, they were a great tandem. They're okay, bro. They're okay. But it don't help when it's no difference now with Winfield not even on the field. So what difference does it make?
Oh, Jordan Whitehead is not a interception machine. That's not his game.
Good tackler.
Yeah, but I mean, you technically got that in Tyke Smith, do you not?
Yeah, you do. You got that in Chris Knight too. I mean, like
so did we get rid of D. Delaney?
Yep.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I mean, this probably would have been one of them games where maybe D. Delaney probably would have made some splash plays because of what he's good at. Maybe.
Look, the Bucks are they're lacking playmakers in the secondary. Let's be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like outside of Winfield Jr., like Zion, you know, he's doing his thing, but just in general, just
no, I get you. Yeah.
Not if you're looking for that in the secondary, that's not it.
Yeah, Zion needs like another like year or two to like really develop and get to that point if that's where his ceiling
is. But he's showing promise. He's showing promise.
Yeah, he's showing progress. But Dean is who he is. We just paid him, and he's gonna get burnt every game. It's a given.
Man,
Eisen, those new rookies are still developing too, so there's no playmakers. So outside of Winfield, like you got no one.
Yeah, so I mean, we kind of like I said this with Jordan Whitehead, like he had 3 interceptions in one game in week 2 against Josh Allen. After that, didn't do anything else.
Yeah, but he also fed off the fact that you got Sauce Garner out there and DJ, what's his DJ Reader or whatever, the other dude on the side, and then
Jordan Whitehead has never been. He's never been. Oh my gosh, you can't throw the ball in his area.
Nah, he's coming down. Usually, he does his damage in the box.
Right.
If he's in the box, playing close to the line, he's coming off. He's hitting you. He's great there. But
I will admit we can't play him in the box right now either. We can't even play to his strength because Antoine's out.
Yeah, you gotta get. That's how he playing further back. Like the Bucks, the Bucks didn't give up no big plays, like a ton of them. You know what I'm saying? Like because they was playing coverage.
Yeah. There was never like over the shoulder except like
Bowles
that one.
Playing a lot more coverages because of injuries, right? He's playing more coverage.
Yeah.
Well, I think the league doing that. They said they went down the list, and I think the cover 2 shell was played almost 70% of. It's been played 70%.
The touchdowns are down. The explosive plays are down. Teams are not allowing that no more. They're like, nope.
Yep. They'll let you have everything underneath.
Yeah, there's always 2 safeties on the field nowadays.
It's a cover 2 shell. Basically, cover 2 shell. So basically, you're not going to be sitting back there throwing balls deep.
Yeah, there's never one safety. No.
Well, football is football is a cycle. Remember, like the running game is kind of slowly coming back now. You know what I'm saying? It's changing. Like now the passing game is more horizontal than vertical.
Yeah, like every 10 years it's something different.
Isn't that funny though and ironic that the running backs are getting off this year, and we had an off season of receivers making quarterback money?
Yep. Funny, right?
Yep.
And yet, none of these guys are doing anything. None of them.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's how it works, man. Like, and the Bucks put $40-some million in the receiver room.
Unless your last name's Jefferson, no one ain't doing it.
Yeah, Jefferson, he's like that, bro. He's just
I think it needs to be a cap on that, man, because some of these teams are just you can't do anything else because the Cowboys, they spent $60 million on Dak freaking Prescott and then turn around and put 30 on CD Lamb.
And they did nothing for their defense either and got Mike Zimmer, and I'll look at it. Defense is the weakest link from last year when it was the strongest.
But Buccos, I told Dallas fans here when they said they weren't going to pay Dak, I said the only way to pay CD is to give Dak that type of money. So I already knew that was coming. You had to restructure his contract. He robbed them. He's set for life. He robbed them, and then you paid that man Dak CD all that money. You don't have another receiver. I don't mind us paying it because we technically do got 2, but the production is horrible right now. So Liam Cohen gonna have to figure it out. That's what I thought Jalen McMillan was going to do. Basically become a wide receiver 1 as a 3, and it's still early. It could still happen. But that's what I'm looking for him to become a mismatch to the point where now he's throwing off the rhythm because he has to be guarded too. But Baker Mayfield got to stop one read. He just got to stop one. You got to stop doing that. They got to stop doing that.
But by the time he gets to his second read, there's pressure in his face.
Yeah, I know, but you got it. But I don't even think he does that because Liam Cohen needs to do something. It's like the Anthony Richardson situation, right? Bro, if you ain't got the plays downfield, just lead a man to safety blanket underneath. Tight end or running back, one of the two.
Yeah.
If it's not there, hey, look for this guy. If you see nothing, you don't like what you see, give it to him. But see, we gave Baker Mayfield the power to change plays at that line of scrimmage. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Very interesting though. Very interesting that how do you get guys? This is where the yak becomes a big part of the offense because
Right.
you look across the league, it's like you got to have explosive guys that can catch and run. And I'm looking at the Bucks. I'm like, look,
we ain't got none.
Bucky Irvin, Jalen McMillan, Trey Palmer, those are the guys. Those are the guys that are catch and run guys. And Liam Cohen hopefully somehow, some way can get those guys on the run horizontally in terms of the field. We'll see. Down the road, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, there's got to be a change or something like that.
He's going to utilize Bucky. I think on tape, it just looks too explosive. Put him in for the first 2 downs. See what you get with him. And then you bring in Rachaad White if you need him.
Just make him a first and second down back and then just put Rachaad at third. Like, I don't understand why that's so
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing Detroit Lions try to do with Gibbs. Yes, they love David Montgomery, but Gibbs offers them the likelihood of being damn near in the red zone on 2 plays.
So David Montgomery can't get that 1-yard touchdown.
Exactly. So you use your most explosive players for the early downs, and then you use your grind guys later on. Like
that way, Bucky don't get overran because he's not going in on
or injured. Exactly, or injured because of his size. But I think he built pretty tough. So I haven't seen him.
He won't get tackled.
I want to see 15 carries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if it comes from the TV or y'all hear it, but when Bucky does a run, like I hear like throughout the stadium, everyone's chanting Bucky. I don't know if it comes through the TV.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. So the fans know like who has the hot hand. It's just the coach that doesn't want to give it. The fans know Bucky.
You only had 9 carries today. 9. That's it.
No one's chanting White when White makes the big play.
And what was his average?
Chanting Bucky.
What's his average has been positive all year, right?
I think it's like 5, close to 5.
I think his average on the season, preseason and regular season, is positive.
Yeah, today Bucky averaged 8 yards a carry.
Jesus Christ! I mean, granted, some rip-offs, but this is the thing. I want some rip-off runs. That's the thing.
I could take 1 or 2 of those. I could take 2 of those a game, and the rest of them, nah. But I could take 2 big runs. I mean, that's scoring opportunities right there.
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Rachaad White's not giving you that. He's not giving you 2 big runs.
And he digressed on catching today, which is very ironic.
And I don't know if y'all noticed this too, but y'all probably did, but his vision is something else.
Yeah,
Rachaad can't see for some unknown reason.
That one play where he ran right after Bucky ripped off that run, I said he tried to copy Bucky run style on that next one. He said, "Hell no, I'm not doing this today." They've never screamed my name. I've never heard the crowd say White.
I know that that has to be getting to his head though too, because you can hear it from Bucky, like. That's got to mess with him a little bit. Though.
The man also created a highlight reel today on that juke move. Did you see that juke move?
Yeah.
Where he stopped the complete run and was like, "All right, you want to do this?" Man,
Bucky broke some ankles today.
Ain't no way Rachaad White is doing that, bro. There is no way.
He had Alex Singleton. Man, he had that man lost.
Man, and that is a known name. That's what I'm saying. That is a known player, bro.
As we call him in Tampa, he deuced the hell out of his ass.
Singleton wanted it too. He wanted it. He was ready.
It's like the whole team stopped and like, all right, let him do
let him 1v1 real quick.
Yeah, let him get the 1-for-1. Yeah, man. He was souped up on that one.
And Bucky just knew what to do.
Yeah, man.
Bucky watched tape. He watched tape.
Man. Yeah, bro. He literally has that make the first guy miss. I mean, and some players, that's the difference. He's a football player. That's just what it is. Rachaad White isn't a football player. He plays football, but you're just not that football player, that it factor to you. His making guys miss in space thing, it's a lot different when the play breakdown. You get what I'm saying? Or screen
he's not fast enough to do a juke though. He's not like that. He can't do that quick.
I will say this. He broke somebody. break somebody off last year for the 49ers. I think he actually injured that dude on that play when he juked him.
Yeah.
But that's a once in a lifetime thing. Just moving forward, and I know we're finna end the live pretty soon. Moving forward, Liam Cohen next week. I wouldn't be shocked if Bucky starts the game. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a dink and dunk, bro. Dink and dunk until
No,
it's
I get
there.
you. Like
Did y'all
this
just see that fourth down stop? Sorry.
The
Y'all saw that fourth down stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of was that? Oh Lord, that was terrible.
That's what you call.
To go off of Mopar's point, this front office and this coaching staff needs to get like at this point, like we don't care if you get in your feelings and like cry about it that you're not getting like the carries anymore or whatever. Like we got to get past like hurting feelings.
Yeah, you got to sit
It's about
Rashad
who
White
gives us
down
the best chance to win.
and say, Rashad White, I love what you offer this team, bro. But as you know, we brought Bucky here as a complimentary back to you, but he's offering us a little something more that we need right now. And they've already been saying it since we drafted him. Skip Pete, the running back coach, he out his mouth said, I told Rashad White he needs to hit the holes like Bucky. If that ain't detrimental to someone's playing style, I don't know what is. And where's Trey Palmer? Was he on the field today?
Yeah, punt return.
And hold on. And I'm about to get real. Hold on. Where is Cam Johnson at? The secret weapon that we were supposed to be utilizing.
He was on injury.
Oh my God. He's injured, bro.
He's injured.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man.
He's gonna be out for a while, ain't he?
Oh man.
No, I don't think out for a while. But
was it hamstring? I can't remember.
Bro, isn't that supposed to be AB? Isn't that supposed to be like our AB twitchy guy? What the? Oh man.
Injury bug, bro. We getting out of the way early.
So you paid Kirk Cousins $180 million in a situation like that. You gotta try to maybe
we could go in there and play like that.
Like Kirk Cousins, I'm gonna need you to pay you a big money.
How's he looking with his feet? Is he still scared about his Achilles?
No, it's just Raheem Morris is just not. He don't understand. Right.
So Raheem Morris' record when trailing at halftime is now 10-29.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Right. I know Buck fans. It pissed me off when Peter Report did an interview with him. I get it. He used to coach us. I get all that. People love him. He was fired wrongly. I get all that. But you still is what you is, bro. It's showing.
Yeah.
It's showing at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. Hurt his ankle.
Yeah, come on, bro. It's showing at the end of the day.
10-29 when trailing at halftime. That's not good.
Ooh, what did happen? Ooh, look at Mahomes. That's it. That's the same ankle too. 10-29 trailing.
Yep. Raheem Morris is what he is. If he don't have a lead by halftime, it is over 50% chance he's gonna lose. So he is what he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's what he is, bro. I don't know why people. The thing that pissed me off the most was Kirk Cousins coming over there and just being the Bucks just being shitted on. Excuse my French, but I just got to be honest about like, damn, bro, like we ain't even seen this team yet. Yes, they made some great signings, but Raheem Morris he ain't no perennial head coach coming back to coach.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, and Cousins don't have Jefferson no more, and you can't replace that.
Well, not only that, you coming back off of ACL tear. You know, we got to see it first.
Achilles, right?
Achilles.
Watching that play, that was a bad play call too. Why you running left?
Why wouldn't you just run straight ahead?
Who knows?
Bijan 6 foot 220, man. They don't even know how to use this dude.
So the OC is Zach Robinson under Sean McVay. He was under Sean McVay, by the way.
Yeah.
First year OC though.
I'm telling you how this works, folks. I'm just saying. Like, it's not hard to figure this out. Teams with first-year OCs will struggle. They're going to struggle, and the Bucks are one of them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all think the Broncos game was bad? Oh, it's going to be more.
Yeah. This stretch is rough.
Rough ain't the word.
Okay, why would you run sideways with instead of like you got more success running straight ahead on those type of downs and distance? Run straight ahead, not lateral. NFL, man, in certain situations like third and short, fourth and shorts, you don't like to run you don't run lateral. That was a bad play call.
See, that's where that power run that the Bucs always be doing comes into play.
It's a bad play call. Look, Chiefs got a good front seven. They got good linebackers. Why would you run lateral? They fast.
They were scared of Chris Jones. That's probably what it was. They were scared.
And like you saw that, and you saw 32 just shoot that gap.
Yeah, Nick Bone from Missouri. Nick Bone from SEC, Missouri. You know,
SEC.
You know, but look, you paying Kirk Cousins $180 million. I'm gonna need you to win that game, buddy.
You see Penix coming in this year?
No.
I will say this. So. Atlanta is 1-2 right now, right? They one game behind us. Panthers 1 game behind us, whatever. So they 1-2. If you wake up and Atlanta is 1-4, 1-5, you're probably gonna see Michael Penix.
Hey, $180 million. He might not even be the quarterback the whole year.
Yep.
No, he'll finish this. I think he'll finish this year, but next year it'll be set up where Penix can take his job. Though I don't think they would see him this year until they are eliminated from playoff contention.
Nah, I agree with Bucko. If they hit rock bottom and they 1-5,
1-5. I mean, what's the hold up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you there, but I just think the money they paying, they gonna let him finish out the season at least once, or a lot of people gonna get fired.
I mean, because look, when you playing good teams with a good defense, Steve Spagnuolo, you gotta know the tendencies, man. You gotta know the tendencies. You know, Kirk Cousins didn't play a great game. You can pay a lot of money, and we paying you money to win games like this.
And they can't get out of that, can they?
He didn't have a great game. Like Spagnuolo had Kirk Cousins looking crazy out there tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I tell you about Kirk Cousins, Trevor, I'm gonna keep saying this over and over. Jimmy G, Baker Mayfield, they all in the same umbrella. All under the same umbrella. That's what happens, man. And Falcons, you know, people praise them and all that. And I understood why they did that. I understood why they put the Falcons out there because you get it because they had a number 10th or 11th ranked defense. The quarterback play was bad, so I get it. They upgraded the quarterback situation. So I understood the hype around it, right? The Justin Simmons signing, the Matthew Judon. I understood that, right? And the 2 games they lost. Let's keep it in perspective here, like football perspective. The 2 games they lost. I mean, a play here and a play there. That's the difference between being like the Bucs. Like, let's just say the Bucs are 2-1, right? The Bucs beat the Commanders, right? Fair and square, no controversy, no none of that. But the Bucs are a red zone play away from being 1-2. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's just a game of like certain plays. When you have 80-something plays, it's not about the 83 plays. It's about 10 plays.
Not even just like a red zone play, like a field goal, like the
So if you watch this game right here, Spagnuolo was just better in a couple different situations than Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson offense. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situational game. You can run all the plays you want, but what situations you gonna put your team for the best results? That situation that we just saw from a football perspective was not the best situation to put your team in. Running sideways? Come on, bro. I can't be no coach, man. I'll pull my hair out, man. Because it's like the purpose of a head coach is to manage the game. So when situations like that come up, you make the call. You make the call. What are we gonna do, coach? We're gonna go for it. Okay. That's like here's a funny thing. The Falcons was down 22-17, and before that drive, they could have kicked the field goal, but they went for it and they didn't get it. They got the ball back. If they would have kicked that field goal, if they would have kicked that field goal, they would have been down 22-20. And they would have got the ball back, drove down the field, and in that situation, they would have had the ball with 40-something seconds left and kicked the field goal and been up 23-22 and get the ball back Mahomes with no timeouts. See what I'm saying? It's just situations. Like, you got to think about, do you have faith in your defense to get the ball back? And they got the ball back.
Yeah.
They got the ball back. They would have been down 22-20. Kirk Cousins would have got down there. Young Ho Koo would have kicked the field goal 23-22. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, you do something.
And And like what the difference is too is like their attitude. Like the Chiefs weren't going to be stressing about like that. Like they believed like in their team. Like they weren't stressed out that like they had to get the ball back. They believed in their guys and their guys delivered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's no panic, you know.
Right. So Raheem Morris just as a coach, he is what in that. Like, look, it was like 6 minutes left, 4 minutes left. Yeah, it was like 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. You kick the field goal, have confidence in your defense, get the ball back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, you know.
And you're the defensive coach. Like that should be your you should believe in yourself. You call.
They got the ball back. They got the ball back. They literally got the ball back. So it's like, damn, you know. And Raheem Morris, you know, this is his second chance. So and then this team is a lot better as far as the situation they in. You know what I'm saying? So if he messes this up, I just don't see him getting another head coaching job.
Yeah, this is like his one and done type thing. Like
he'll fall right in line with the Spagnuolo, the Jim Schwartz. You know, you're better coordinator than head coach.
Yeah, good defensive coordinator, but the head coaching is
Vance Joseph the same way. Vance Joseph got the head coaching job, and he ain't getting that back. He ain't getting
because Raheem wasn't that bad whenever he was the DC for Rams.
DC was great. Yeah, he was great.
DC for the Rams, he was good. He was fine.
Yeah,
just like Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles ain't a head coach. He's a defensive coordinator.
Todd Bowles would not get another head coaching job outside of the Bucks. Outside of the Bucks, he wouldn't.
After seeing this, like you could just look at his like any owner could look at his record and be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, Todd Bowles is not the coach moving forward. Like as far as what teams are hiring, that's not what they're hiring. They're not hiring Todd Bowles.
They want mainly these teams nowadays want these offensive minded coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the move.
Yeah, defensive coordinator, head coaches just aren't the move anymore. It's just not. It's just not how you win. It's just not how you get to the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, Matt Eberflus, Todd Bowles, Dan Quinn,
Mike Tomlin, even like at the moment,
Mike Tomlin. They all got struggling offenses. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what kind of comes with the territory.
And it's like with the Bucs history too. Like we had a struggling offense and that's why we brought in John Gruden to help with it. Like the offensive mind coaches is what takes your team to the promised land.
Right.
At the end of the day.
I mean, we saw with Bruce Arians, right? With Bruce Arians came in with the no risky, no biscuit, then changed it to a no risky, no biscuit light Brady style, and you saw the results. You know, so it's kind of the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as what's working and what's not. You know, defensive coaches, unless you got an elite OC like D'Amico Ryans, he got Bobby Slowick, right? You know, the Mike Shanahan tree, Kyle Shanahan tree, you know, and it works for them. But they lost today, by the way. The Vikings, man, what the heck? Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay. Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay, under Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Under Sean McVay. But I don't believe in Sam Darnold. Trust me. It's always like this with those guys, man. Oh, the Vikings are 3-0. Okay. Come back at week 10.
Yeah, no, Sam Darnold one play away from.
Don't worry. I already know how it's gonna play out. I already know.
Justin Jefferson helping his load though.
I mean, most quarterbacks that got T.J. Hockenson and Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. I mean, and then you got an offensive-minded coach. If you got a quarterback
you got to be a special kind of stupid to mess that up.
Yeah. But anyway, so to wrap it up, what's your guys' overall thoughts of what you saw today? Like, just to summarize it
up. I'll go for it. You know, it's hard. Like, I think for the schedule, Bucko, and I think yours too. You expected us to be 2-1 here, but not 2-1 this way.
Yeah, but we're still 2-1 though.
Yeah, we're still 2-1. So you're right on topic, even though this is not how we expected it.
Yeah, I didn't.
But yeah, like the hunger that they had for the Lions game, because you could tell like the players' energy, like just they overlooked this team. Like they were saying it in practice like all week, like, nah, we're not overlooking this. They overlooked this team, if we're being honest. Like they weren't prepared at all for what they. And credit to Sean Payton for having that game plan because he always does. But yeah, like Bucky's the man. The fans know it. You can hear it through your TV. So I know the coaches hear it on the sideline. Bucky. Like that's the guy that should be your running back moving forward. It's clear as day. He had some tape today just from that game alone. If the Bucs are serious moving forward, then you got to get someone from free agency or a trade from either the O-line or the D-line, because like even with Vita and Kancey coming back, like everyone can tweet this out like we're hurt on that line, but go back to the last season towards the back half of the thing. There was no pressure even with Vita and can't see in either. It's just
2 sacks in 3 games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and coaches are going to game plan with these O-line coaches. They're going to game plan. They ain't scared of Yaya. They're not scared of Joe Tryon. Those are essentially no names to them because they're not worried, and why should they be? They haven't shown anything for them to be worried about. They're only worried about honestly Vita, and that's it. And even then, at that point, Vita can't rush Vita's a run stuffer at the end of the day. That's what he's drafted for. He's not drafted to get you those sacks. So yeah, the Bucs are serious. They got to do something. Jamel Dean showed us we already know who he was just by being there. He's our weak link, and he's the highest paid back there in that secondary. He just got a contract, awful contract that can't really get out of this year. But yeah, that's pretty much my take. We got to get serious. Liam Cohen, these plays got to develop. The O-line needs help. It needs help bad. Even with Gadecki coming back, the guards are still an issue. They're going to be an issue because these next D linemen coming up, we're not going to be able to double team like that because they just got too many good people on that line. You know what I mean? People are going to have to hold their ones, and unfortunately, you can't trust in Cody Mock and the left guard you're not going to be able to trust in them to do that, And saving a credit too, Tristan Wirfs was getting beat today. I don't know what all that was about, but he was not a top left tackle like he should be today. This game, at least in my opinion, I saw him get beat way too many times for my taste. But yeah, they just gotta take this one on the chin. Hopefully, it humbled them. That's the only thing we can hope for with these types of losses is getting big old piece of humble pie and realizing that you can't just gloss over these teams thinking you're going to do something because the fans may have been riding high after that Lions game, but you could tell this team was even higher, was on that higher high. That's even that was even a thing. But yeah, man, just get it together. Jason Light, go make a move. I know we got some money. Push the can down the road if you have to, just for 1 year, but we got to do something. And also, real quick, a little side note, but kind of off topic. But I'm telling you, it's been getting hotter lately, and these home games are becoming unbearable in this heat. I'm just saying, sitting there for hours, in 95-degree weather, heat stroke weather. Whew. I don't know how many more 1 o'clock home games they got in me, but that's just that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying that's the only reason why we wear white. But off to the next person.
Appreciate it, man. Next up.
I'll go. Like he said, just was unprepared today, in my opinion. Sean Payton just had our number. Hopefully they can just rebound from this loss. Like you said, biggest thing is just be humble and get back to the drawing board. You got the Eagles, big task this week. Offensive line, defensive line, we got to win up front some kind of way. It's the only chance you got next week, in my opinion. I mean, I honestly think, it's so much you can point at, but it just starts up front. Bucky, he's gonna have to take over. I mean, that's evident now. So, these are just simple little things too. So, why, if we can see it, how do they not see it? You got to ask that. You just have to. But hopefully we'll get this rebound next week and get it going against the Eagles. It's going to be a tough 1 o'clock game. Maybe that heat will work to our advantage against them. So I'm going to holler at y'all.
Sure, man. Appreciate it, Big Buck.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, I got in here late. My bad. I was watching the game. I didn't have my phone in my hand. Yeah, it's frustrating because it's important if you're a good team. You got to win the games you're supposed to win. Uh, I mean, these first 3 games, I think everybody probably had us 2-1, but they had the Detroit being the loss. So there's that. Nobody really had the Falcons being 1-2, and then we're two. So nothing really changed from that standpoint. But going forward, I wasn't one of those people that was saying this, man. But dude, we probably gonna have to call the Jets, man, and get Hassan Reddick. Like, we can't go forward with these edge rush. Like, it can't work. It's not working. I don't understand what wasn't working today. From maybe like you said, like you. I mean, you've been saying it though. You've been saying we got a bunch of twos. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you on that. I mean, that's factual. But dang, I'm hoping we at least had like some 2As. You know what I mean? Like dang, man, they look like we look like backups playing against backups, and then their backups was better. And that was the discerning part. And everybody got whooped on both lines. Like we know this, man. Anybody that knows anything about football, man, if you lose the battle up front on both fronts at that, you're not winning many. You're not winning a lot of football games. The run offense is abysmal. At some point, the short passing game has to come back into effect. Whether it's a screenplay with Godwin or whatever we need to do. And I get he threw an interception early, but I mean, Sertan is that dude. He is good from a cover standpoint, but he ain't clairvoyant. Like, you can't just not throw the ball to Mike Evans. Like, you just can't not do it. And I got to go see the all 22. Maybe I doubt they had a safety over there because they had Sertan. He makes too much money. He's a cover corner. He's good, really good, one of the best. It's just that completely at that point they've won, right? They've won the snap. If you're just going to completely not throw the ball over there, like, they won. Um, it's just a little frustrating up front stuff because it hasn't changed. And I know we gained, but you got Liam Cohn scored 7 points today. You got Clint Kubiak scored 12 points today. You got Zach Robinson scoring 15 points today. But without an offensive line, without a number 1 or number 2 receiver, down 14 points twice, Sean McVay goes and scores 20 plus and wins the game. So at some point, you just got to get some originators out here. Like, getting these remixes, I guess it's just not a real remixes. Um, and I'm looking at Zach Frazier out there in Pittsburgh. Yeah, we did great. We did great drafting Barton, but dang, it looked like we should have drafted Barton anyway. Put him at guard and took Zach Frazier in the 3rd round. I mean, we probably would have lost Jalen McMillan, or Tyke Smith. But I like Tyke Smith a little more than Jalen McMillan. But I mean, at what shoot? I mean, it looks like we're gonna have to draft another offensive lineman if we don't trade for one. But I don't mean to be ranting, man. I know folks tired. I'm just frustrated about today. But silver lining, nothing changed today. Nothing. We had a chance to get a game up, and then they had a division game with the Saints and the Falcons next week. But we had a chance to get a game up, or maybe even 2 games up on the Falcons, and we blew that today. So, it is what it is.
Appreciate it, man. Check it out. Check out the Eagles next week. I'll do a game a video on that. So.
All right. Appreciate you opening the locker room, man. I know I was late. My bad.
Oh, no problem. All right, who next? Oh, burn the whole damn old line, D line down. Okay, what you got? Is he there? I doubt it. We'll move on from him. All right. I close. Zach, you already talked, right? I think he already know. So, yeah. So my final thoughts of the game today. Rough outing, man. Bright spots: Zion McCullough, Chris Godwin, Bucky Irvin. Tyke had a couple good plays, but this I didn't count this as a loss. You know, I didn't count this as a loss. I had us losing to the Lions, and we were going to be 2-1, beating two bad teams. But as far as what I predicted, I mean, as far it's different, but the record's still the same after 3 games, 2-1. So the world is not coming to an end, but you should be concerned. Moving forward, here comes the gauntlet, folks, and wasn't a good look to go into the gauntlet of back to back weeks of hard games. Couple of divisional foes on the schedule, Falcons twice, Saints up there, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Bucs offense figure this out. So the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the next 7 games. The next 7. Now last year we went 1-6 and through the gauntlet. So here's the next 7 games. Philly, Atlanta, New Orleans, Ravens, Atlanta again, Chiefs, and 49ers. Folks, if the Bucs don't clean this up, and they should, and they will, hopefully. If they don't clean this up, we can be looking at 3-7, 2-8, 4-6 easily if they don't clean this up. Because these next 7 games, none of them gonna be easy. Yeah, the Falcons are 1-2, the Saints 2-1, the Ravens 1-2, the Chiefs 3-0, 49ers 2-1, Philly 2-1. None of these games are going to be easy. I promise you that. And all these games coming up, you got some pretty decent defenses, pretty good secondaries, some good safety play, some good D-line play, good overall team defense. And the Bucs had a problem with the Broncos today with Bo Nix. The Bucs got to tighten up, or this gonna get super ugly. Remember, we got possibility, or the probability of a possibility. The probability of the Bucs going undefeated in this stretch is slim to none. I can see a couple losses right here, folks, and I'm just being honest, and I don't know what teams they're going to lose to, but just looking at these next 7 games, I can promise you this. I'm not God. I can't speak for the future, but just from a football perspective, I can see a couple losses. I mean, a couple bad losses. Because just the team, the team and the head coach just better. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're just better. You can't beat them all. You can't win them all because the team just better. But can we win a couple of these games? Sure. There's a possibility that we can win all 7 games. But the probability is low. Anything's possible in my Kevin Garnett voice. But folks, I need you to buckle your seatbelts up. This about to get a little bumpy. And we're going into the meat of the schedule with a bad loss. But luckily, we got a couple home games. The Eagles. We should be able to beat them. But who knows, man? Today was not a good look. And they got to go back to the drawing board. Liam Cohen got to tighten up. We need more Bucky Irvin. And we get some guys healthy. Hopefully they'll help the defense out as far as the Winfield Jr. and Vita and Kalasi Clancy. We definitely need those guys back. Offensively, 2 games in a row, folks. It's not looking good. The arrow is trending down. And the Bucs were much worse today than last week. Cause for concern. Not panic. I wouldn't panic, Bucs fans. Do not panic. I think we'll be okay. But for concern, you better be concerned with the interior O-line play. Luke Kadecki come back. Hope that'll help. But still, the interior O-line, if the Bucs can't run the ball in this stretch here, it's going to be rough. They have to run the ball against these teams coming up. We got Atlanta twice, folks. And the Saints. 3 divisional games in the next 7 games. Nobody's running away with this division. The NFC South, nobody's running away with it. The Panthers won't be in play, but I'm just saying it's a 3-team race, folks. Falcons 1-2, but come week 8, after this stretch right here, after week 9, week 10, I want to see where the Bucs at. Because if we can get to 5-5 after week 10, I think we'll be fine. But I just 3-7 ain't gonna 2-8, 3-7 ain't gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it, folks. You can't come out of this stretch 2-8, 3-7. 4-6, I can kind of hold on. I can kind of be okay with that. But anything below 4 wins is not good. Anyway, the Bucs lose 26-7 at home. An embarrassing loss at home. Poor effort across the board. Poor coaching. This on Todd Bowles. He got all the credit last week. He gonna take this L. Mostly it's on him. Not all on him, because Liam Cohen didn't call a great game either. 2 weeks in a row. So Liam Cohen got to take some blame. Todd Bowles take a lot of the blame. Baker Mayfield got to take a little bit of blame because he's the leader of the team, and he's okay with that. But the Bucs offense got to tighten up. Anyway, shouts out to all the Pirates of C-Bandits. Thank you for joining the live stream. 3 hours and 55 minutes. We tied for the division lead right now, folks. We all right for right now. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag why? Hashtag probability over possibility. Hashtag reality over optimism. Hashtag trenches matter. Hashtag what are we doing? Hashtag don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I just talk about it. Hashtag OU negative. Not really. Just being reality checks. Hashtag reality check. Hashtag reality check. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Buckles Locker signing out. I'll see y'all later this week. Deuces.